I was like, so my take on this is, why is it that when it comes to do with men misbehaving, because me ò fẹ́ sọ òyìnbó jù nítorí mo fẹ́ sọ gbogbo nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ tán. Àwa obìnrin náà la máa wà behind bad manners. Because gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé kò kàn yín bẹ̀ is none of your business, is none of your concern. Tí ọmọ yín bá múru ẹni yẹn wá sílé, would you have approved of it? That's the first question. Would you? Tó bá jẹ́ pé àbúrò yín ló múru èèyàn yẹn wá sílé, would you have approved of it? No one says he shouldn't live his life. But here's the thing. Accountability matters a lot. This is a man that when he came out, did not acknowledge he did wrong. He had opportunity to address Nigerians, to tell them, you know what? I messed up. But please, forgive me. So many opportunities. So many. He did a song where he would have addressed the nation. Instead, he made himself the victim. He went for an interview with Biola. He made himself the victim. Because people answer, please. What about this child in question? You live normal life. She's still going for counseling. So why can't you put this child in perspective? Why is it about Ijesha again? Now, going to Luminnee, I'm not surprised because somebody said here, how can you call her an illiterate when she's raised a Kineko child? My dear, when this is someone is an illiterate, it doesn't have to be you just going to school. This step she took, I just hope it doesn't come back to bite her in the butt. Because taking a bad shell in another 2-3 years, God forbid, a bad apple will always remain a bad apple. So in another few, so she will now come to this same social media and she will want people to pity her. I pray it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, people will come to her like they will bounce on her like vultures. That is what she should have just have that at the back of her mind. Now, going to Omototibi, to buy same country that stand by its citizens. Both of them would have been picked up. Because first of all, you don't need 9 months. So are you saying, there was supposed to be a correction center along Barayin Sumbeni? So kilo correct Lara Baba Ijesha níbi tó lọ. Nothing. As a matter of fact, ó lọ multiply ni. Because tó bá lè fún ẹ lóyún bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ó ti multiplication table ló lọ ṣe lọ́hùn. So why can't we see that this man messed up big time? I'm sorry. I can't even take it. So I can't. I'm sorry. Let somebody else speak.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Ajay or Tanto Lua. Please go ahead.
Ma, God bless you. God bless you, ma. God bless you, ma. I'm here, ma. Can you hear me, ma?
Can hear you.
Okay, good morning.
I'll give you time, ma. Just wait. Okay. 5 minutes. All right. Stop now.
Okay. Me too. Got them shipping because when I saw the video, I don't know, like the way I feel this morning, it was so terrible, like very, very terrible. Number one, let's even remove Luminnee and the other kid, which is the daughter. What of those kids? Are we saying at least they've started dating, they started, they have kids, they are going to have kids. Okay, they have kids already now. Are they not going to bring another kid, may well be a daughter, into that family? They're going to bring it anyhow. They're going to have more children, more kids. What gives that lady assurance that Baba Ijesha has truly repented that he cannot do it to his own children? What gives her that assurance that Baba Ijesha cannot do it to his own children? somebody call somebody a P, and you expect that person to buy your money. No, it's what me I'm thinking in my head. Baba Ijesha doesn't feel remorseful. He's not remorseful at all from the beginning, from the onset. He's not even remorseful. And we women, we are enabling him. I think Baba Ijesha feel yes, it's right things to do. The way some women, because mostly people that supported Baba Ijesha on this case are women. I saw all of them on Instagram, and I was like, wow. When we want to take decision about our men getting married, we don't think about the kids we are bringing into that family. We are only thinking about our own selfish. Because we want to have kids. I don't understand. I don't know why we are so desperate to have kids, and we won't think about the kind of man we want to bring into our life and the kind of man we want to bring into our children's life is what me I'm really totally concerned about, because I was seeing people supporting him. Supporting man you are remorseful. And where can they bring? Is there any note or any something that they can bring up and tell us that okay, this is the rehabilitation center that Baba Ijesha have went to? Okay, this is the counsel, like Baba Ijesha have gone through, therapies, counseling, that okay, we give Baba Ijesha 2 years or 3 years to see if he cannot do this kind of things anymore. That and you not be more, you not be saying we should not talk about this. We're going to talk about it the way I used to. Why won't they support? When they do bad things, we enable them. And therapist for like 2 years or 3 years. I don't know how you people become like if even that. I said she dates a bandit to marry a pedophile. Doctors are saying they want to go and marry Baba Ijesha for that matter. Me, I'm only concerned about the children, the daughter. I'm concerned about the children that are even bringing into this world, because for me, on national scale, that man has changed. Somebody who doesn't is not. I didn't mean he came outside and asked as okay, I'm sorry, I have.
Sorry, can I go on? Good morning. Yes, good morning. Mr. Andrew, please hold on, please. Let's hear from I'll put time on, okay, 5 minutes. Please go ahead. Good morning, sister. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Nigerians in the diaspora. Good morning. So I just want to chip in something. I'm not going to take long, I promise. So now, when I saw the video, in fact, I saw it yesterday. Immediately, Luminnee dropped that video. That was when I opened my Instagram. So it was like 2 seconds or so. My jaw dropped. It was so surprising because now I want to say I think TNM has dropped. Mo fẹ́ supporting because the woman is so. In fact, I loved the way she came out and said everything. She has said it as it is. Tabani, let me now say from the perspective of somebody that has been a victim before. Now, Tobadempa want to support our NE. Want to go through this kind of trauma, really. I'm sure that they will not come here to come and support him or her. A lady said something the other time. She said that there's an office in Lagos who are responsible for this kind of thing. Tom and take care. Or people about Ijesha came out and they gave him rules and regulations, but he did not comply. What has the system done about him not complying? Have they picked him up? Have they sent him a memo? Have they done anything about it? They see him gallivanting about everywhere. Kilon Shesi. Wọ́n ṣe kankan sí now. Fún èèyàn tí kò admit wípé òun jẹ́ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀.
think that is what we really need to work on. Then about as long as that child is a minor, if you see that something is not right, person that you have to make that decision for that child. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your submission. Andrew.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. You have a 5-minute timer.
All right, good day, everyone. So I feel like a lot of people that come out to the public space and tell people, why are you talking about this or talking about that? It's none of your business. To educate them a little. Because when they are discussing about sensitive issues like this, I don't think people need to start saying, why are you talking about it? It's none of your business. Like they say, bad behavior thrives if good people keep quiet. Now, I think the problem we have in Nigeria is, let me say, a lot of people are educated and, let me say, educated illiterate, right? Because if you understand what trauma is all about, you wouldn't even dare, you wouldn't even want to, I don't think anybody want to go through anything called trauma if you know what it really means. Because it is what you carry for the rest of your life. A lot of people don't heal from it entirely. That's exactly what it is going to be with people that have experienced rape and some other bad things in this society. Now, if you put yourself in the shoes, in that shoes of someone that have experienced trauma before, you will understand that it's a mental thing. And now going to Baba Ijesha, right? What is a lot of people are saying in the comment section, do we want to kill him and stuff like that? Understand that this is his situation is beyond, mostly beyond cure. It's not a crime like maybe he stole food or he stole a piece of cloth. It's a terrible crime. It's a mental thing. It's a psychological thing that can trigger anytime he's within that situation. So there is nothing like he's being remorseful or there's nothing like he's a changed person. People like that do not change. And what does the society do to help us in situation? What does the law do? What does the law do? The law will protect the society from people like that. But unfortunately, we do not have that system in Nigeria that would protect the girl child or that would protect a layman. And that is where we, the people, comes in to start discussing these things in a public space on the internet. So that, okay, Baba Ijesha and Luminnee or whatever is popular, but there are people that are in these same situations that they cannot speak up. And they might be listening to us. So it is not ideal for someone to be telling me, I'm going to discuss it with every possible persons that I have good intentions for, because it is sensitive. We do not have, if our government cannot protect us, then who will? That is why people, I was glad this lady took off that man, because I'm a guy myself. I have spoken to people, I've spoken to men, and I know everything going on a man's mind. And that is why if I have a girl child as a man, I will protect that child with my life. Because I've spoken to people and I see everything going on in their mind. And when you as a person now feel like, imagine control 10 in room. Imagine control, so people will tell you what are imaginable. That is why you need to protect your family, your friends, everything from a rapist. Any kind of sexual offender. I don't think, I'm sorry, I don't want to really talk about the lady, her child or her life. She's an adult. She's an adult. And I feel like the first lady that made people understand who Baba Ijesha is also had a child living under her roof. Now, possibly this lady wants to do the same thing. And that's basically how you understand that the society is the problem. The society will keep encouraging, because this is someone else encouraging the same thing, giving this man a platform in her life, giving this man a say in her life means it makes you understand the kind of society we come from. Our society is the problem. Sometimes it's not even the government, because why would this lady want to?
Thank you for your submission, Mr. Andrew. So, something went wrong with your network, but thank you for that beautiful submission. Thank you so much. Orimi, it's okay. Please go ahead. Victor, whenever you're ready, get him more.
Good morning, afternoon, sis.
I can't everybody.
I saw the video yesterday. I was so I felt like crying, like not Luminnee. And this mother instinct came in. I was on holiday with my daughter. She's celebrating her 17th. So 2 days ago, I went stroll. One guy sent one little boy, number phone. I know she can stand up for herself or to say, like, what do you want my number for? But that mother instinct in me was like, what do you want my daughter's number for? You think she's an adult, she's a child, and all those things. Even my daughter was wanting that, Mom, calm down, I said, no, I know you can defend yourself, but I need to stand up for you, not here. People keep, since I'm so disappointed in a lot of, how can people with their sense be supporting Baba Ijesha? That we should leave him, he has his life to live, or something like that. Abba, no. He needs to live his life. Mistake. What about the girl in that home? What about Angela? Are people looking at that girl? Is Luminnee even considering her daughter before bringing that guy into her home? Because most times our women are selfish. Very come first. Now, see Baba Ijesha abuse Angie. Every time we keep blaming government, Ijoba problem. Ijoba is not our problem on this one. Our company problem, she Ijoba different but our Sofu Luminnee got to share Kukoda. Only video abusing. I don't want to mention him. See, I know someone that have treated Baba Ijesha as victim before. To treat Baba Ijesha as victim. To treat a victim. So why are people making you look at sick baby? That guy is a pedo. Let's call it a spade a spade. But also, saying only got to back you all the shit what you got to share that feel it. Cafe pan. Surely on me, Jenny. Can you guarantee pharmacy? Can you assurance to an instant we have to take him as so man July, he lady come out move for it. Come here, my little sister. And also someone more funny to buy as a sex offender. In fact, the guy is not very remorseful. How many months? 1 year, 2 years. Celebrate that people are coming out to support him. Like, are we normal in that country to your long? Come on, government of I deserve to remove. But I deserve because we don't always say the right thing. Don't mean what am I so thorough. And you should consider that what he bought a lot. That's why I might be new what you share you, issue you. I think so people are coming online and telling us that it's a fair party, and so I see experience trauma, you come up, boss it, I'm support here. Baba Ijesha to fair cocoon, so fair pan. No. So about cooking on Joshi, call on Daiji. Please, we need to do better. I want to be able to have a kind of wish. I want to buy a lot of so. Contact the other. Come on, I'm going to do it. And you and then job, I want to buy it. Much am go into it? Call because of my auntie and face. Call on your show, Angela. Please.
Thank you so much for your submission. DG I think I've seen that name before.
Yeah, you have me. Good afternoon from here. Please permit me to speak in Yoruba. Okay, number one, everybody an opinion.
Ruth, I'm sorry. You're supposed to go now. Please, sorry. After I'm so sorry.
Okay. I'm so sorry. So everybody, any party, government, and we all know láti ayé dáyé as in 20 bí àwọn bàbá wa di sin government decision has never favored us.
Sorry, 1 minute, please.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Victor, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, Evan, move for like 2 minutes. Go ahead,
No
sir.
problem. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we all know that government decision, our system is not working. That's aside. So I wouldn't want to start talking about government now. Now I want to speak to Baba Ijesha directly. When he Eluboluwara Omeron Oshiti by kò tí pé 2 years in short kò tí pé year tó jáde nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n ó ti ń gallivant social media kiri. That means what you are telling us that truly you did this thing kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tí bàbá ńlá pé anybody fẹ́ ṣe fún ẹ. Fine, you serve your terms. Kò tí lo ìgbà ẹlẹ́wọ̀n. But mo wá fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ wípé if you were you, I would not say if I were you. If you were you, I think number one, this is the first thing you are supposed to even do. One bad today, you owe them with your life. Now, having said that, social media, you are telling people that people are stupid. Oh, mo wí pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí òfin you're raining courses lórí ọmọ tó ṣe bí gan. How do I mean? Everybody ti jáde. People will now be telling you that I wish nǹkan tó ṣe fẹ́ nìyí wọ́n ṣe fún ẹ wọ́n ṣe fún ọmọ ẹ. Àwọn ìdílé kan wà tó yẹ pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe bí sí they will never wish you dead but wọ́n máa rí kó suffer tọmọtọmọ. Bàbá ló jẹ èso eyín wá ń kan àwọn ọmọ. You should have not even done this. Èmi ò mọ Luminnee èyí ò tiẹ̀ mọ́ I've never, this is my first time hearing about her. But you as a person coming now to do photo shoot or whatever tó ṣe, how do you want ìdílé tó commit kìíní sí or gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n sọ wípé o ti ṣe nǹkan báyìí sí, how do you want them to feel? Àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ṣe irú nǹkan tó ṣe sí ẹni yìí tí wọ́n ṣe fún lọ́wọ́, how do you want them to even come outside? Most of them are wò pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni kẹ́yà mú èsì mi kí n mú lọ́wọ́ torí bá bọ́ síta and tí your action to me is encouraging other people tí wọ́n jẹ́ grape beer. You are encouraging them because at the end of the day them my favor or whatever and life continue. You shouldn't have even done this thing because I want to work in or to marry kini or mama wọ́n pé ọmọ nǹkan tó ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wo ló máa ṣe ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí it is fine but lórí àwọn ọmọ ṣé a tún máa gbàdúrà pé ọmọbìnrin tó bá bí concrete ẹ̀. In my own opinion, you should have laid low completely, be remorseful. ó yẹ kó tún ọmọ báwo ni sọ Yorùbá ó yẹ kó tún ọmọlúàbí ẹ̀ ṣe ni ó yẹ kó tún ọmọlúàbí ẹ̀ ṣe kó lílò don't even talk tó bá tẹ̀ yẹ pa apology ló máa don't even talk at the end of you came out playing the victim jọba bá ẹni tí nǹkan bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí how do you want them to feel? If you were in your shoe, gẹ́gẹ́ mo yẹ sọ, ó jókòó ọdún, ó jọ́gbọ̀ ọdún, I want to see you suffer, not just you, tọmọtọmọ. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí ó fi ń mú ègún padà wá sórí rẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé orí ẹ̀ nìkan ni it would have been fine, but lórí àwọn ọmọ. Torí I am very sure pé àwọn abiyamọ ayé máa jáde fún ẹ. Thank you, my time is up. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ruth, is your time now? I'll put timer.
Yeah, ruthless. Because
Okay.
I'm so sorry. We literally just forgot.
No, it's fine. Thank you so much. I come on your platform, I just sit there. I've never come up. And
You're welcome.
Thank you. I would like to speak from the aspect of a professional. I'm a senior practitioner. I work in the safeguarding team for children and family. I'm a senior officer. So, reading from the comments and with everything that's happened, it breaks my heart and it simply tells me that a lot of Africans, I don't want to use Nigerians, we are still ignorant of the dangers around this thing. We are so ignorant and we don't even understand what is going on. I've worked with children where I sit in court cases that has got to do with issues of touching and being a pedophile. And sometimes I go back to my car and I cry myself home. Most of these children grow up to become young adults, and they're still dealing with the trauma that comes with this situation. I've got kids that are 18, 19 in uni now, and they still self-harm. Despite the things put in place for them, therapy and all that, they struggle to let go of the trauma they get from this thing. They sit down and they cut themselves. They end up finding themselves in mental health units from a situation that happened maybe when they were 5 or 6. So it tells you how deep this thing is, but the Nigerian society does not understand it. And sometimes I try to overlook it because I feel culture plays a big part. In a society like Nigeria, where we have in the northern part, where adults marry kids. So when you see things like this happen, we try to downplay it. We don't understand the dangers around this thing. Then I will come down to the mother, the lady that married this guy. Look, nobody is saying this man cannot move on. But I would use the UK as an example because this is where I live and I work. If a situation like this happens and you've served your term, when you come out, the first thing we do is try to rehabilitate you. You have to be remorseful. Even while you're behind bars, you are undergoing therapy, you're undergoing courses, you're undergoing different type of things to help you, because people need to understand that being a pedophile is a mental health situation. And it takes a lot of dedication and a lot of work for you to come out of it. Sometimes some of them come out of it and they find themselves going back to it. And that is why I always say to adults, if you find yourself in a situation where you admire children, get your head checked. You are not okay. It's a mental health problem. You're not okay. You shouldn't. So if he had come out in the same society, if Nigeria was working, what has been done with Baba Ijesha? What else have they rendered to him? Has he publicly apologized? Because he's a public figure, whether we like it or not. And whether we like it or not, he's a role model to some people. So the first step that should have been taken back home in Nigeria is a public apology. After a public apology, get him help. He needs help. This man is not okay. And he's a danger around children. And if all this has not been done, Baba Ijesha is a ticking time bomb. It's going to explode soon. And it's going to explode in a big way. And if this lady has got girls or children or boys around her, how is she going to live with a man like this? For someone like me, I'm going to be sleeping with one eye open. Is she ready for the mental torture of having to be with a man that you cannot even leave your daughter home with because you know the history of this man? You can't even say, oh, darling, can you babysit my sister's child? Has she thought about all this? Because this would be a real life situation now, except she's deceiving herself. At the back of her mind, I hope she knows what she has signed up for. This man needs help. And it's so sad that he is not seeking the help. Instead, he's so particular about his public image. He's particular about the way people see him. And he's come back into the public like it's giving everybody a slap. Like, I did it and I'm back. What can you guys do to me? And when somebody said, oh, because she's had a child, if it was in the UK, I don't know about America, the mom has decided to move on with a convicted and registered pedophile. The first thing I would do as a social worker is remove that child from that home. Do you know why? The best interest of that child is my priority as a practitioner. And Baba Ijesha is what? Is a danger to the environment such children are growing up in. So if she's got other kids under 18, I would get a court order and remove those children, place them in foster care homes so she can move on with her life. She does not deserve to have her children under the same roof with a registered pedophile. And a pedophile at one that has not even sought any form of rehabilitation. Any neighbor that lives with her should keep their eyes open. The people in the family, keep your eyes open. If this man has not sought help, he's coming back in a big way. You cannot pray out being a pedophile. You can't pray it out. There are professionals that work with them. And it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes them being willing to get out of this thing. And it takes a lot of time. So if all this has not been done, I hope she knows what she has signed up for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sis. Yeah, everything you said was
beautiful. And that's exactly what you couldn't have said it any better. Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution. Let's hear from Zed. I want to call you weird though.
Hi, it's ZK.
Name pronunciation is a big thing for me. I don't like people to mispronounce my name.
It's ZK. It's not ZK.
Okay, ZK. Okay.
Yeah. On this platform. So I just have like some few submissions. So from my hand, I just want to take Baba Ijesha and Luminnee to one side. Then I want to talk about the child that was molested, the child in question. So I just want to, like, people that are saying he didn't do it, he did it also. There was a video evidence. So assuming there was no video evidence, what would have happened? What would you have said? And I know the reason why Princess did that video was because the child, I think they had maybe a conversation, or the child has been uneasy around this man, and that is why they said, okay, let us just do this thing and then get an evidence, because they know the way they know the way we do when there's no evidence. So there is evidence now, and people are still talking like this. So what if there's no evidence? So now, how do you want that child? What do you expect that child to do now? Like, do you even like consider what is going on in the mind of this child, the trauma? So I want to say something. There was a lady that saw an abuser of 20 years, more than 20 years, on Tomiland Bridge. This lady went into shock right in her boyfriend's car. For you to tell you like what trauma can do to a person, the lady saw the abuser on Tomiland in traffic and she went into shock instantly. For you to know that trauma does not have like an expiry date. It doesn't say trauma is not 2 years, then it's over. It doesn't work like that. So I think women are the enabler. I'm a woman and I know the way we enable men. Oh, it's not that bad. It shouldn't come from us. We have children. How would you feel if your child is in that position? Somebody's licking your child's hand, not licking it like sexually, looking your child sexually, and you are here saying he didn't do it. He has served this time. I don't care if he has served this time. 100 years. If Baba Ijesha served his time from 100 years, it's not enough punishment for what he has done because the trauma on that child remain forever. So if he decides to stay in prison for the rest of his life, I don't care because that child is not going to forget that trauma anytime soon. She's never going to forget it. She's never going to. So let us just have that at the back of your mind. And before you say something, before you support somebody's behavior, just say, "What if I'm the one?"
Are you even going to find
How would I have felt? Except if you don't love your child. That is when you think that whatever happened to that child is not a big deal. It can happen to anybody just like that. Except if you don't love your child, except if you are not a good mother. Because if you're a good mother, every child is your child. And as we Africans, we used to say, if you see a child that is not doing something, you have that, the onus is on you to correct that child. So how much more you defending a pedophile? It is not fair. It is not fair. So Luminnee and Baba Ijesha, they have, I mean, anybody can end up with Baba Ijesha, but it should not be her. Because forever, that stigma is going to be on her. The number, if they decide to have 20 children, the stigma will continue to be on the children. Oh, you don't know the father was a pedophile. You don't, even if he has changed, nobody cares. That stigma is going to be like that forever and ever. I don't care. If anybody, if he can live his life, yes, he will not die, he can continue to do whatever. Since he's not remorseful, but it shouldn't be you. You should be the one to end up with the child. Please, women, we need to do better. We need to come, we need to support our own. There's this incident that happened in a school in Abuja. A child, a boarding student, she was raped. This child had, she's diabetic in a boarding school. She was raped. The rapist forgot, I think, condom or something. It resulted into a sepsis. This woman went to pick her child. At the end of the day, the child died in the hospital. Do you know that the parents in that school, they were saying that the mother did not take care of the child. Diabetes that killed the child. Someone that I think was 14 years old, she knows how to ingest herself. She has that medication with her. And women, mothers in that school on their platform, they are still saying that it is the mother. And do you know that the second day, people are still taking their children to that school? The school is on the route to my work. They are still taking their children to that school every day. And we have this mentality that it is not my child. One day it's going to be your child. I used to say, I don't care how many times my child changes school if I'm still in Nigeria. I don't care if my child has to go to 7 schools before he or she finishes. Once I hear anything has to do with abuse, molestation, assault in a school, my child is not going to that school again. Because one day if I ignore it, if you keep ignoring it, it's not my child, it is this one, it will come to your doorstep one day. So how do you want to feel? So we need to do better. See your Luminnee and Baba Ijesha, they can do whatever it is they want to do. But please let us take into consideration these people that they can't fight for themselves. These young children, we are their voice. So if we now pretend as if it is not big, how do you want them to feel? Please, we need to do better as mothers, as parents, as adults in the society. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, just a quick one, Abefermi. Comment section, please. We don't talk down people on our platform here. No matter what anybody has said, he or she has rights to her or his or her own opinion. Not you now coming back to comment section and said, somebody is one of them is in the box. Please, we don't appreciate that here.
Don't do that. Though.
I already muted. Muted.
No matter what anybody, I know you muted the person, but no matter what
program we might if you comment section.
No, they can't talk to elderly people on our platform. They can't just, he or she cannot just refer to elderly people on our platform. And I'll keep quiet. No, it's not done.
Yeah, the mute. Sorry, something now.
Mr. Moon is one of the people that manages the platform for us. So if he's saying that, he just has to,
Yeah,
he has to.
that's how we do. That's how we do. We don't insult people. There's a lady that came up, and everything that she said is on point. Like seriously, I work with people with brain injury, mental health. Sometimes when you meet some people and they tell you their story, what they've been through. Yeah, no, I've not said anything.
Yeah, because
I just want to say a few things because I've been reading comments and I want to pick some points from there. When you see people that they will come and you try to talk to them and just to want to get that insight of their brain, like why are you cutting yourself or why are you using drugs and stuff like that, and they tell you what they've been through, maybe by their stepdad or their dad or somebody, neighbors and things like that. And you now put yourself in that shoe, like, let's say this is you. What's going to happen? Are you going to end up here as well? Or are you going to heal? And that's the thing I want to say to people that supported this Baba Ijesha. Like, we don't need to be selfish. I think that's selfishness, because when you see, because this person is my person, I'm going to support this person because she people show mommy. Do you understand? And that's why I see like being a selfish person, because at the end of the day, people have been saying, like, in Nigeria, especially Yorubas, they said in your Colombian, everybody don't talk.
Who said that? Have you people blocked? Okay, they blocked the person.
I removed the person.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know, but everybody don't talk, and I think that's what is happening right here. Like, we coming out and speaking up is because we are mothers, and sometimes your body will feel like, how can this person be still living like this and doing as if nothing happened? Do you understand? Nobody said the Baba should go and kill himself, or should go and do whatever, or should only live again. But coming out and putting this in our faces, like, I don't give a F, I will do whatever I want to do. And that is what is happening right now. Like, if you're killing a friend about me, and then we should be, like, what we are doing is, like, we're so concerned about the child. Luminnee. They said the child is in this school. Do you understand? Within that area, just school one day, our neighbors in call, things like that. That is what we are concerned about. And when you speak up, the government, because they keep saying there is law in Nigeria. To me, I keep saying there is no fucking law. Because I don't know law, but when it's some people, the law doesn't really concern them. They'll do whatever they want to do. I don't know, maybe anyone have come across this American black guy, because do you know the time they often need 35 years to life? And number one, the parents of the boy have been coming out and saying things, and that is what happened. You come out and talk, and that's what we are doing. Or you don't say kilo kawambe. People do it when you see things that is not normal. You come out and talk about it. And then somebody said about she any lawyer, but she won't keep her house in the prison on. They do it, but they do it behind closed door. I want to jog that they almost share one as very like they give a bribe. They don't know about it. And people that does that in prison, maybe our in the prison and we are on Jogambe. And mostly in Mexican prison. I don't think it's normal. We are Mexican prison, because when you commit a crime and you are in prison, when do you have time to go and sleep with somebody? Then you'll come back here and I don't know. That's the thing that is baffling everybody, because some of us don't live in Nigeria, and this thing always like, what is going on? Because in the right way. And when you committed the crime, you will face the consequences. But not in Nigeria. And that is the thing when you're saying Nigeria, because Nigeria don't have a law. And it's not in place. And that's the thing. If some people are just go to school without you reading and knowing what is right and what is wrong, and you are supporting what is not being supported, it's not nice. It's not like when you come and be commenting, kilo come on there. Just pani, I can't live a life. And nobody is saying that Baba Ijesha do not live. Because then to come and keep Baba Ijesha, go back. But for being in a house, that's the problem. That is the issue for us. And we know if this thing happens, it's going to come back to the internet as well. Luminnee which you don't want that to happen. So anything the government can do, they should do it. And that's what we are saying. He can support whoever you want to support. But when it comes to the child, we are just concerned about the child. Our adults but the only thing that anywhere they'll be pointing to them like money. You know why some parents take diaspora, America, wherever, they change their name, they move away from the city, Tongbe. Just because they don't want people to be pointing to them and saying, hey, you don't know that neighbor. They move away because they don't want that stigma. But in Nigeria, we don't give a F. We support rubbish. We celebrate rubbish in that country. That's the thing. When you see some posts, I'll be like, clear that one. And when I went to that post, I was saying congratulations. I was like, you are not even saying, I posted, I commented on that post as well, but I only congratulate the baby. the unborn baby, and I'll feel so sorry for the unborn baby, not the adults, because they know what they are doing. And I think that's what you can't, like, and I'll keep saying it, support whoever you want to support. The girl's child. Remember our motto, remember the victim. And not just one victim, they are victims. All. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're, because as soon as they see this picture, they'll be like, wow. So there is no consequence for this guy. And they are still living in pain. Do you understand? Oh, so Baba Ijesha should have been through so many things. Come on, Joba, and we've talked about it here. But nothing like that has happened. The guy is just living as if, like, I don't give a F. I will do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
You understand?
Before you go on, before you go on, sir, I also want to say that at the CEO of Luminnee at Ijesha, they planned it and they know that they know where Nigeria and Akomasoro because one thing we have to acknowledge is this. CEO Luminnee has been out of social media throughout the duration of this pregnancy. What it means is that only keep it quiet for another 2-3 months.
The baby was born in March, man. It was born in March.
The baby was born in March. Yeah, it was kept. Yes.
Baby was born in March, yes.
So,
born in March.
So they could have actually seen. The thing is that they could have now waited and just kept it quiet. And waited for Baba Ijesha 9 months to 10 months later to not even deceive the public. Or wait for 1 year. No, another thing to no, time to record to the social media. What it got way before then. We know, I know that speculation summer last year. He really helped him. But people didn't know. What could release it, but we are not clear. Oh. So that one hour offer recuperate and all that. So that time when you are put it way before them.
Olorima, he came out of prison. I have this on good faith. Anybody should hold me to this. He came out of prison last week in August last year. Tabashi Kasi him could be 9 months.
9 months, yo. I don't believe it was before that August.
Last week in August, he released sheet Jadi. It was let out to the public in November. Last week in November, we want to release it. Do you understand me, man? It was finally cleared in September. It was released in August. One high date in November.
Accurate.
Can you please send a request, please? Mims, if you're here, please send me a request, Joe. Do you along?
Okay, while we wait for that request, Omokana, Oya, what's it in 5 minutes?
Thank you, ma. Abefermi. Because for you to bring this kind of thing come up, in fact, kill Nigeria, kill Yoruba, go dagon kitini. Odupelo when go no atuma 20 she. Said I when your mom can't pay any trauma. Mother Dupelo, madam, point she, when she found Lagos State, Nigeria, there was something will be done. Tonya, they are working on it. Is it that true or not true? I'm happy for you saying that. That means they are listening to us and they are working towards it. Me, believe trauma. Let me give you an example. For me, when I enjoy Sunday, me was seeing the church. But to my church, only coordinator and member in the church in Congo. That to my church, Open one jack bimo. Me open is 12 years old. Then I say that well, go to Balashima Pedi. Kini at the Derubo mommy. My lati confront Agbalagba. Why are you shouting on my mommy? Don't shout on my mommy. Phone. Daddy, please come. Somebody's shouting on mommy. I know you can't say something. Somebody's shouting on my mommy. And for my son to say such things, she will put it back in Polare. Pushing sweaty mark by own boat on Bami Soroni. One lati pinyo ya ẹ bá mi lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́ lọ́wọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kí n tó pè ìyàwó mi. Pàtí máa pè ìyàwó mi ló wá ń sáré pé nǹkan báyìí. Máa ń jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ṣó mọ̀ pé kí ni ẹ̀yà fẹ́ tọ̀ ọmọ yìí. Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní north of recent. Máa yẹn ó dé láti ibi iṣẹ́. Ó wá bá èèyàn. Bó ṣe wọlé báyìí, ó bá lára àwọn èèyàn tó ń bá ìyàwó òun sùn ládùúgbò. Olówó ni o. Ó ń bá ìyàwó ẹ̀ sùn lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀. Ó wá dìde kó sọ nǹkan. Ó lọ station ó lọ fẹjọ́ sùn. Gbàtọ́ máa padà mú máa yẹn náà wá mú ẹni tó lọ report náà wá mú. Gbàtọ́ mú wọ́n tì í mọ́lé fún 30 days. Máa yẹn lọ wá agbára lé lórí. Láì mọ̀ wípé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn kíní ẹ̀ dùn bọ̀bọ́ yẹn dé sàlẹ̀ ọkùn. Gbàtọ́ feel after 30 days. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn wá fá òpè tóun bá rí ibi tán ti ń recruit Boko Haram kóun máa lọ join yẹn. Fortunate for him, wọ́n announce kan fẹ́ recruit Boko Haram ó dẹ̀ lọ join yẹn. Gbàtọ́ máa ṣe training tó máa gbé ìbọn fún. First place tó máa lọ station yẹn ló lọ ó dẹ̀ pa gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà ńbẹ̀. Because of that trauma of that act. Ẹ wá wo nǹkan tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣe. Bóyá àwọn èèyàn ò mọ̀ wípé ọmọ tó wà ní 14-15 years tó gbọ́ ní ìsìn yẹn ó wà mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ tó ṣe fún o ó wà nínú máìdì wọn. Anybody tó bá gbọ́njú tó jẹ́ obìnrin tó bá ń bọ̀ tó bá rí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà á sá lọ. Because wọ́n máa rò pé tó bá kú bàbá ẹ̀ bá mú un bàbá ẹ̀ lè ṣe nǹkan fún un tí bàbá ẹ̀ bá mú un bàbá ẹ̀ lè ṣe nǹkan fún un. Bóyá àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wípé tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà bá dàgbà tó bá darúgbó ìwà tó ń hù yóò sì máa hù. Bóyá àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wípé a lot of people ló jáde àwọn tó wà lábúrò àwọn tó fẹ́ help ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ ká mọ́nú ilé èèyàn 2-3 tí mo ti gbọ́ tó tún ní kó jáde wá dìbọ́ǹkẹ̀ tí ò jáde wá dìbọ́ǹkẹ̀. Bóyá àwọn èèyàn mú nǹkan tó ń pè ní trauma. Can you imagine? Ṣé rí àwọn artists wa ṣé kí ni kan ti ń dá wàhálà alẹ́ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá kí ló dẹ̀ fa ni pé a kì í múyàn lọ ilé ẹjọ́ ká padà wá ṣọ̀rẹ́. Kí ni ẹ̀ ń dá wàhálà burúkú lẹ̀ fún wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Gbàpá big problem kí ni yẹn. Ó máa ń jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn gbà tí bá lọ fẹjọ́ sùn tó bá mú sìn wọ́n máa ní mo ṣìkà fún wọn tí ò dẹ̀ yẹ kó máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ni yẹn clause ńlá ni. Is a big clause tó di ẹ̀ka ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ sọ pé lẹ́yìn tí ọ̀gá bá fọ ọkọ ọmọ yín kẹ́ máa pa tí n bá gbọ́ pé èèyàn kan fọwọ́ kan ọmọ mi tí n bá fà á ní station tí mo bá fà á tó yọ ọ́ bẹ̀ màá lọ join ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ láti fi pa. Màá lọ join ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ tí máa fi pa torí máa mẹ́sọ̀ pé mo dìléètì ẹ̀ débi pé ọmọ mi ò ní fojú kan mọ́ láyé dípò kó máa rántí ẹ̀ máa dẹ̀ ṣe débi wípé aráàta àwọn ẹlòmíì wọn ò ní jẹ́ victim ẹ̀. Ẹgbọ́n kan wá sọ̀rọ̀ wípé nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn ó máa jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé o àdúrà lẹ ṣe fún un torí ẹ tó bá ba tèèyàn jẹ́ tìrandíran ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́. Ègún burúkú ò ní wọ́n nílé bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà. Tí a bá rí agbára kan tí ò ká, tí a bá rí èèyàn kan tí ò lè mú, ègún burúkú kò ní wọ́n lé ẹ̀ torí kò ń ṣe èèyàn kan, èèyàn 2, èèyàn 3 ló ṣe fún. Èèyàn kan tún ti jáde níbi ìsìn pé ṣé kò gbé Badagry rí? Did you remember that lady princess sọ wípé bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ń gbébì kan fún ọdún 2 ọdún 3 ó máa ń sá kiri ni. Ó jọ gàté kò jọ gàté ṣé kò fẹsẹ̀ méjèèjì tiro. This man continue commit this atrocity. Ọ̀ṣẹ́rẹ́ àwọn Nigerian movie industry kí ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti sáwá tí wọ́n wá sílẹ̀ sáàárín àwọn Yorùbá film. Ṣé rí wọ́n ti mọ owó ìbọn ṣe ń rí owó. Wọ́n máa ń dókó kiri dó wọn. Ìfòrò wọn náà máa ń dójú. Ó dà pé fòrò wọn tó ń dún yẹn ó máa ń fún wọn lówó. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́gbẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ bá gbà lò and they don't want to give a damn. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ make owó yẹn. Òun lẹ ṣe máa rí àgbàlagbà ẹni tó wà ní láìsẹ̀ tó máa sọ wípé ṣé kò ní live life ẹ̀ mọ́ ni. Life bàjẹ́ life burúkú ló fẹ́ live. ẹni tó yẹ kó máa ráre, ẹni tó yẹ káyé máa bàjẹ́, ẹni tó yẹ kó rí kó gbé àárín èèyàn kó gbé, ẹni tó yẹ pé láyé ìgbà tí ìlú ṣì ń jẹ́lù ó yẹ kó dẹ̀dẹ̀ sí lára kó rán sínú igbó káwọn ẹran burúkú rí nǹkan fi jẹun. People are still supporting him. People are still praising him. People are still praising this kind of man. I know kò sófin Nàìjíríà bọ́ tí mo mọ̀ wípé ọjọ́ kan ewúrẹ́ àjáde kò ní wọlé padà mọ́. Torí mo mọ̀ pé kò ní jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ṣẹ́rí wúmà yẹn ó ní ó bèrè pé múnimúni àbèrè ló wà kò sí múnimúni. Á mọ̀ wípé múnimúni wà. Torí kí wọ̀nyí kí ayé ẹ̀ tó bàjẹ́ débi wípé bí ọkùnrin ṣe pọ̀ tó òòró kó dó ń ta inú ẹ̀wọ̀n ló ti lọ ń dóko. Wọ́n máa tó generation ẹ̀wọ̀n generation ẹ̀ wọ́n máa tó mọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ègún burúkú tó dẹ̀ pè sínú ẹbí ẹ̀yẹn ó ti bẹ̀ látọ̀ rẹ̀ because for you láti tẹ́dí ẹ lẹ̀ fúnrú èèyàn báyìí o ti encourage àwọn èèyàn pé tí ẹ bá ṣe ẹ máa réyàn tẹ́dí lẹ̀ fún yín.
Kàdákàdá.
And you still have the guts, the effrontery, the audacity láti wá show ẹ̀ social media.
Fífi dúpẹ́.
Why she not show her husband?
In fact, mo mọ̀ wípé ọba Ọlọ́run bá kò ń gbé ẹ̀bí fáláre kò dẹ̀ ń gbàre fẹ́lẹ́bí. Ṣọlá ẹ̀ méjèèjì ẹ̀yin lẹ ọmọ ọ̀rọ̀ yín ó máa jẹ́ àríkọ́gbọ́n fún gbogbo ọkùnrin àtobìnrin. Ó yí fúndò mo nígbàgbọ́ pé láti orí lè gún burúkú.
Can I not be getting hold you for a minute? Please, you guys, I have a gallery that I need to fill. It's a gift. So when you tap on my name, you will see C4 gifting. 5 out of 13 is done. If there's anyone you can gift me, please gift me to complete my gallery for the week. Please, thank you. I appreciate you. Continue, sir. You tap on my name, under my name, you will see C4 Gifts Gallery. Thank you. Go ahead.
How on a help? Lèèyàn kan máa já máa sọ wípé ṣé kò ní move on ni. Tí o bá sọ pé ṣé kò ní move on, kí ni nǹkan tó ṣe fún ọmọ yẹn kí ọmọ yẹn move on? Because you people were acting of evidence nígbà yẹn. Ẹ ń bèrè evidence, ọ̀dẹ̀ gbé evidence ìta, and that evidence will be on life forever and ever. What did you do? Despite the fact the evidence tó jáde, this man gbà tó tún lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀tọ́. Tó lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n tó yẹ kó lọ sí life in prison. Wọ́n wá bá a rìn nílùú tí ò lófin, a lawless country. Wọ́n wá bá a rìn, ó wá jáde, ó tún ní effrontery, ó ní audacity láti máa ṣe damage control. For who and to who? Huh? I don't understand the kind of country we are seeing ourselves. I ask myself some questions. Ṣé àwọn tó ń rúlù wa yìí, ṣé wọn ò lọ sí advanced country? Have they never traveled out before? Ṣé wọn ò lọ sí western country ni? Ṣé wọn kàn dìde wọn kàn di governor? Because I know most of them, they have multiple passports. They travel around the clock. Why can't they just come up and give us a good society for our children to live a better life? And they will pick up their children over TV 1 year, 2 years, one go on abroad, one come along baby to live in peace. And they will now come back to this country, that country, to condemn in and embezzle our money without not give us any certificates. Rule of law, we are okay. Emma Shono, Emma Sheno, Emma Show me, Emma Kole, Echo for any security. Zola Tiwamashe Zola, F1 security, Kede Shofi, Keshofi, Kede Diofi, you stand on the judgment. Nobody asks you. Please protect the children. Nigerian government, Lagos State, Western region, protect all these children. Let them live comfortable life. You are protect the children. A kubruku and that story arayin. Kiru Baba Ijesha, look at Otunwa white. Yaori Brukuro Otunwa white. To who? Who are they showing themselves for?
ọmọ kan láì dìbò rẹ jọ tí wọn lọ ẹ dìbò rẹ.
Dìbò rẹ sá ẹ jọ. Nǹkan burúkú lélẹ́yìn náà, nǹkan burúkú lélẹ́yìn ní society náà. Irú eléyìí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú tí mo wà. Bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà tí ó máa fi kú, tí láyé máa fi bàjẹ́, kò ní rí iṣẹ́ kankan ṣe mọ́. Kò dẹ̀ lè jáde sí society. Woman kan sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan 10 a.m. sí kinní kan tó bá jẹ́ Canada ni, ó máa wà nulẹ̀ láìfù ni. Wọ́n á máa lọ bá gba food bank wá ni. Food bank ló máa lọ gbà wá fún. And this man come to society pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan atrocity tí máa commit. People as àdéhùn life. Anytime tí bá wo kíni báyìí, omi máa bọ́ lójú mi ni. Ìgbà tí mo wà náà ìjà tí bá wo báyìí, máa mú ọmọ mi obìnrin, máa kà sábẹ́, máa ranjú hàn báyìí. Bí àbẹ̀yàn kan wà tó sí. If that can be happen to me, what of ọmọ tí kìíní ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí? Àwọn star, àwọn actress tó ń pè àwọn star èpè, star ìyọnu, star òfò. They still come up pé ṣé kò ní move on life ẹ̀ ni? Ọlọ́run bá jọ ṣàánú wa o, ṣàánú Nàìjíríà. Kó tẹ̀ jẹ́yàn kan péré, kó tẹ̀ wá ṣòfin, kó dẹ̀ gbé abẹ́lé, pé nǹkan báyìí. Mi jẹ́ okay, kó tẹ̀ protect àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké. Kó jọ kó bá mi protect àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké. Kó má ṣòfin kankan mọ́, kó bá mi protect àwọn torí àwọn èèyàn burúkú báyìí. Èyí wo obìnrin yẹn náà kan tó mu tó fi tẹ́sílẹ̀ fún bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n. Wọ́n ti jó furu ẹ̀ ti yá.
Dájú ẹ kí n sa táìmù yìí tó.
Torílẹ̀-èdè yẹn wọ́n ti jó furu ẹ̀ ti yá. Ó ti fi furu ọgbọ́n sá. Orí ọkọ̀ mọ́. Wúmà yẹn ò rí ọkọ mọ́ ló ṣe lọ sínú ẹ̀wọ̀n tó lọ ń dókónú ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ó tún fowó dókónú ẹ̀wọ̀n.
na your cassava. You don't understand. Some more anybody. Most of our people when they marry for Europe, and I know what they first do before. I don't understand. Other country people when they marry for Europe, and I know what they do. Other African countries, I know what they do. What they are for their country.
First of all, the reason tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣe máa ká everybody lára ibi tí daddy kan wá sókè sí yẹn tó sọ pé ó tún wọ white, that was my first point of view. Tí ọba àlá ni tó èmi kọ́kọ́ rò pé èèyàn yà sí. Èmi náà kọ́kọ́ rò pé now on a much more serious note, right? Terry, àtijọ́ tí aláyé ti dáyé ni a ti ń mọ̀ pé ààyè àwọn gbajúmọ̀ nínú àwùjọ wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ kàn separately. But what this mass conviction did for a lot of people tí wọ́n ti go through hell, personal hell àti trauma àti ti wọn, because tẹ́ bá máa kó àwọn èèyàn jọ, tẹ́ bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tí ẹ̀wọ̀n ṣe rehabilitation fún SAX addiction, DRUG addiction àti gbogbo wọn, ẹ máa lè understand much more deeply. One lady came up the other time, she said she's a social worker. Báńtí ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ máa rí pé omi ẹkún lé tí wọ́n lọ́fọ̀ọ́. And the reason is only because if you have seen real life examples of àwọn tí ayé wọn bàjẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé kò wọ́n kọ́ rí bẹ̀ but nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn láti ẹ̀yìn wá ní soul wọn ò lè heal ni wọ́n ṣe ń look for support or solace in other things. Baba Ijesha's case stood as a symbol to a lot of people that have been silenced by powerful men and women. Wípé there is still a chance pé wọ́n lè rí justice ilé ayé. Now, one thing tí èèyàn ṣe tí ẹ máa rí outside the country tẹ́ ẹ̀ ní rí bí báyìí ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ wò, look at all the great artists, musicians, actors, producers, directors tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn wá, tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n pile up case wọn tó wá ṣe #surviving lágbájá, #surviving tàmẹ̀dù. What you will not see is colleagues coming out to make excuses for those set of people. What they will do is that jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ owó ẹ̀dá ẹlẹ́jọ́. But why I think that there is so much outrage láàrin ọkùnrin àti obìnrin ni wípé àwọn tí wọ́n sọ pé ó ní right láti live life ẹ̀, ó ní right láti ṣayé ẹ̀ ni pé when they look back at the story of their own life, tí wọ́n bá fi rẹ́kọ́dì life fún wọn náà dá àwọn náà lẹ́jọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn náà máa ṣe wọn. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé possibility wà pé àwọn ọmọ mélòó kan tí wọ́n ti yẹ pátáǹdì wọn ní kékeré àwọn yẹn náà lè padà wá síta kan wá sọ̀rọ̀. It is in recent times in the last 1 decade ni à ń gbọ́ tí wọ́n sọ pé tọmọ báyìí ti pè 18 kò yẹ kó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé ta ló fẹ́ parọ́ ni wọ́n ń bì báyìí wípé ní kékeré àzọ ọmọbìnrin ọ̀nà sọ pé ó dẹ̀ ṣọ́ọ̀pù 14 ni wọ̀ yìí ló dẹ̀ ti wú báyìí tí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ bá máa jẹ́ ṣé ẹ̀yin ò rò wípé àwọn èèyàn yìí náà ti ní supporter láti beginning of time immemorial ní ìyá ṣe máa mọ̀ pé bàbá ọkọ tóun fẹ́ sílé ó ń ṣe nǹkan báyìí fún àwọn ọmọ òun mẹ́ta tí ó dẹ̀ máa sọ fún un pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àṣẹ ló kú òòrùn wọn gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ pé mi ni mo ránkọ mi lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Do you understand me? There will always be a supporter, but one thing I want us to remember is ọjọ́ àti sùn because kọ́ọ̀bù ó máa padà kọ́ọ̀bù sí ní oníkálukú. And like I will always continue to say, àwọn ọmọ tí èmi fi inú ara mi bí o, tí mo farabalẹ̀, tí mo choose life partner pé irú ẹ̀jẹ̀ tèmi fẹ́ dàpọ̀ mọ́ ìran tèmi lélẹ̀. By the time they bring children home, èmi á ṣe findings. And I'm grateful for the digital footprint we have today. Okay, àwọn àgbàlagbà tí wọ́n ti kí ṣọmọdé, wọ́n ti bọ́ta lẹ́yìn tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí lọ sẹ́wọ̀n lọ láti wá sọ pé wọ́n ní kí n ràn án lọ́wọ́ ni, ṣe ló gbẹ́pọ̀n jáde lóru. Gbogbo wọn ní the same description fún nǹkan tó wà lábẹ́ gbogbo wọn náà mọ kọ́lọ̀ kìíní tó gbé sídìí náà ló máa kúnlẹ̀ ló máa ga mọ́mí ẹ̀jọ́ ẹ ṣàjẹ́ kí n wábì kan kì í bọ̀. That is to tell you pé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ò kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ decision. He probably has his own story. Ó lè jẹ́ pé òun gan trauma life ti tiẹ̀ gan bó ṣe ń padà wá play out lélẹ̀ nínú àwọn actions nǹkan tó ń wù. Bọ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó lè súnmọ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà obìnrin tí wọ́n lè ti dẹ́ ẹ̀ pé kó bọ́ta kó wá dìbọn kẹ̀ lẹ́nu gbogbo ìgbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa kọrin bí ẹyẹ kiri. He hasn't done that. And now I hope that somebody like Sister Biola talked to me can see that they tried to use her as a tool to whitewash this young man. Because yes, ó ṣe èní ni èèyàn tẹ̀ lọ sí ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n lóde tábàkà orúkọ àwọn politicians pé máa rí wọn lọ sọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n wọn dé wọ́n tún gbé gbáàbò. But let me tell you something, wọn ò rán wọn lọ sí ilé ẹjọ́ àbí lọ sí ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n fún nǹkan tó wà so morally degrading and tó wà physically harmful to the life of a minor. Ẹ jẹ́ àwọn UK for example. UK mark only squad. They have several squads in all regions of the United Kingdom. So on put profile up, on my ṣebí ọmọ kékeré ní online space. Tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn Nigerian brothers wà náà tí kò sí páńpẹ́ kíní yẹn. Wọ́n rò pé ọmọ yẹn làwọn fẹ́ lọ pàdé. Ọlọ́pàá ló máa gbọ́ wọn kán. There are video evidences on the internet. Ẹ kàn Google ẹ̀ pé UK.
You are very correct. No, this one, no, sorry, Magno, you are correct on this one. What is a day? How to come on be? How come on be?
I'm based in the United Kingdom. Let's now go to the United States. I want to bank in America more pé tó bá ní DUI pẹ̀rẹ́ ayé ẹ̀ lè bàjẹ́ wípé driving under influence nìkan kó o tó lè wa mọ́tò ó níbi tó máa gba tó bá ti gba DUI ẹ̀ tó bá ti rán ẹ lọ sẹ́wọ̀n tó bá ti release ẹ̀ wọ́n máa gbé fèrè sínú mọ́tò ẹ̀ kó o tó lè start mọ́tò yẹn wá kọ́kọ́ fún fèrè ó níbi tó máa fún de. That's because they know that alcohol addiction is not something you don't want to get out of, but sometimes your willpower, like any other addiction, your willpower is not strong enough to hold it. Why are they doing that? They are trying to protect countless lives and families from harm in the future, cause and effect. Our remedy la man fẹ́ wá. A kì í wá solution to a problem. A kì í preempt a problem before it comes. Ló ṣe máa jẹ́ kí my gender kó fi pé nínú gbogbo, as in, I don't think there is anybody torí video evidence pé ó ń la ọmọ yẹn láti abíyádé dé ìka tí ó wà disgusted. Now ọmọ tí wọ́n arrest Bíọ́lá Báyọ̀ help yẹn tí wọ́n gbé wọn tán sẹ́tẹ̀sẹ̀ sí ikú tó dájọ́ kú fún torí pé gbé ẹyin àti adìyẹ tó wà ní ẹ̀wọ̀n fún 14 years. Ó ṣe interview kan lórí Láì Màmá Síta tí mo ti wo fídíò ẹ̀. Ó sọ pé tí wọ́n bá mú èèyàn wá tó jẹ́ celebrity sínú ọgbà, àwọn warding wọ́n máa ń mú ẹni ẹ wá bá àwọn executive nínú ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n, which is nínú ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n Nàìjíríà president wà, governor wà, legislative arm wà, which comprises of religious leaders and other people tí wọ́n bára wọn níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti jàjàgbóyè. And the reason why they do that is because so ọmọ bí ẹni ẹ ṣe lè padà rí help jáde nínú ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn kó bá lè help àwọn tí wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ unjustly. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kéèsì bọ́ọ̀yì oní 14 years yìí náà ṣe padà bọ́ síta o. So wọ́n máa ń gbé àwọn celebrity yẹn wá wọ́n máa face tribunal nú ẹ̀wọ̀n wọ́n máa sọ fún pé wá ẹlẹ́wọ̀n tó ẹlẹ́wọ̀n lélẹ̀ criminal dẹ̀ ju criminal lọ. O ò ní ìdàtí parọ́ àwọn ò lè tún ẹ sentence nínú 100 kò tí ní 99.9 sọ tòótọ́ fún wa. Ìgbà tí wọ́n lè judge case yẹn they ask him some pertinent questions ìgbà tó sọ pé wọ́n set òun up ni òun rò pé ó fẹ́ ṣe fíìmù Also, for only body language, or she body language, and to fetch a film. Over she film, because to make cut. Over she film, because continuity to make back in Indian bed. Over she film. They poked holes in all of his story and knew that he was indeed guilty. So more, you know, celebrity space, to man fear one. To any publicized cases, one rafi said bebo won't secure it. All of go for more than 1 month, you know, but fashion go to botany to be duty. This is a kind of crime that the crime he was convicted for. To majek in America, withholding self-TTN because I want to one beg last of them put already at the big pie. So why are we our balagba tawani tagbangba? Now trying to normalize, okay, what is your time any? Emma Jack by beginning, my but to go no go. Àbí ìgbà tó máa kọ́kọ́ bọ́ta sójú ayé orin tó kọ́kọ́ mú bọnu ní pé wọ́n ròyìn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ má láìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sẹ́yìn because ó mọ̀ pé òkè fún èkejì èèyàn tó ń há dọ́gì bíi souvenir nínú ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n ó mọ̀ pé òun ní àwọn alátìlẹyìn níta ni. Even this guy tó máa ń wẹ̀ pariwo kò ṣe kíní kan there have been 17 petitions against him wípé òun náà gbogbo àwọn tó bá fẹ́ wọnú Nollywood àdìkọ́ mẹ́yìn lẹ́yìn. So because a lot of them know that they do that, they know more or less for Sita because they are there by Shima so that they can also find supporters. This has not even gone beyond this case. You are the vessel to produce life on earth. Oh, what would be any unresolved mental issues? Only my coded gene, only Japan, no one lower. You will not be little Ijesha. At the detriment of your life, the life of the kid, to copy that you owe the world. You will only pay to go after. Now put her in harm's way. Your first assignment as a parent, you care for your children. Which is why we are talking about it because she might not see it as anything bad. Only in relationship but anybody might go or it could have been IVS because it is criminal to smuggle a person out of prison. Our cells to the Latin block they represent a quota of his DNA. It is criminal. And you what that's one what decisions have led me to this point? But no, a hard dog in the Odoyun. What you want is okay. Because if this man had kept a low profile, I do not think anybody would have gone into his personal space to go and be dragging him. But because you wanted to come out and prove a point that you were jailed unjustly, which again would trigger anybody who has gone through any form of trauma. Okay, first of all, it's okay evidence that one evidence to her. It's okay about not evidence in one set here up. May you never find yourself in a situation where you will have to be shalaye. You people come and accuse you of being your jolly. Only present she be a me or G cutlass to she be the mojo. Or you drink of for me and you rimbe. I'm only we can check with your river or little bajadi and fit to bajadi to be any who are big enough to cause infinite damage, visible damages. You normally verify the yes. And when you have been assaulted, you need to go to a government hospital and request a rape kit. How many people know that? Limited information. And that stigma thing, okay, she and Europe on social media, even when you be a one by but don't need lying. But to more analyze a year, you will not buy and needs to pay 17, needs to pay 18. On one day when you're on social media, only book on cotton shelly. Come on, let's all obey. Okay, important issue. That come at least there are a few people who are condemning this man's act. I'm only any chance at saying that, okay, let me work on my trauma. She in Nigeria, psychological therapist, therapy session. You follow story in Twitter the last day. Therapist. But if it's a borrow, they go for only flyer winners campaign. Can you hear me? You say, along the colonial, ẹni tó sanwó fún tó ìyẹn ò sí ṣé ẹni tó ti wá lọ sí ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n tí wọ́n tó ń lá ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ní ìlàkulà bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀dá àgbàyà lẹ wá sọ pé therapy ti cover wọn ṣé ẹ rí èmi ò ní pé kí gbogbo wa ò lè kọ́ má gbélé bò because even in the Bible ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ lẹ obìnrin aṣẹ́wó ní òkúpa God said he who is without sin let him be the first to cast the stone but let me tell you something Kai wọn kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní pé kò take away from the gravity of the matter kò ní pé kẹ́ni tó fẹ́ jẹun kó má jẹun kò sì ní pé kẹ́ni tó fẹ́ jí kó má jí ká ní pé apanupọ̀ bá bọ̀dá lára rẹ̀ wí wọn ò ní mind láti wá release the side 1 and 2 album tí wọ́n release yẹn tó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni máa push máa ká.
ó fẹ́ tó fẹ́ wọ́n ní aṣọ tọ́wọ̀ fún tó ṣe kárí ẹ̀gbọ́n wọ́n ní wọ́n fi ṣe oògùn ẹ̀yọ́nú ni.
Kí làwọn èèyàn ní sọ tán ìyá mi ó fi bàtẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ sí pleated ẹ̀kọ́ sí 16 years ẹ̀yìn nìkan bọ̀dá láàrin wọ́n fi 16 years di aṣọ ní pleating wọ́n fi wé yín lórí wé yín lọ́rùn ṣẹ́yìn náà bí ni. There was even a video where she was kneeling down with the pregnancy tó jẹ́ pé ó yẹ kó máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run ó ṣe o ìgbéyàwó mi fẹ́ sọ láyọ̀ kíní kan náà tún mórí bẹnu gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́dẹ kíní kan ó kọ̀ púpọ̀ pé àkọ́dí ọ̀fun wọn kọ́ máa ṣe pààrà sórin yẹn ni. Because this is a show of shame tí wọn ò bá rí anybody sọ fún wọn. Now people are pointing torchlight into Luminnee's life. I think the biggest pain a woman can go through is for somebody to question your motherhood. Pé báwo ló ṣe tọ́ ọmọ ìbọn ó ti dé ojú ẹ̀.
Your camera is on o. Wholesale. Then my camera also. Go ahead.
Àtibadé level pé we need to ask her pé okay tó bá jẹ́ pé ronú rárá báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ tọ́jú ọmọ 12 years old people are saying she's in boarding school. Tẹ́ bá jókòó pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi ẹ̀ máa mọ̀ pé ọmọ ológo ni wọ́n èṣù dẹ̀ rin ìrìn ayé wọn in another manner just because of simple things. Tẹ́ bá wo inú àwọn tó ń bá ọmọ kékeré ní àjọṣepọ̀ wọ́n á sọ fún ibi tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sọmọ tí bóyá gbé lọ hospital anywhere in the world bí ọmọ ẹni infection àbí nǹkan nísàlẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá máa yẹ̀ wò the closest family members náà máa kọ́kọ́ wò wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ torchlight everybody bàbá ọmọ kìíní kan tó bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin tọ́mọ ẹ̀ ti ní irú issue yẹn rí kó wá sọ níta pé ọlọ́pàá ò ní kọ́kọ́ pè é sínú questioning room kó kọ́kọ́ máa bí ẹ́. Why? Because it is your onus as a mom to ensure pé iṣẹ́ rí èmi mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti rò níwá wọ́n ti rò lẹ́yìn o and for this to have happened she believes in her mind to a certain degree okay maybe it was set up or something happened or whatever the case is. My major concern is about that little girl. And according to what they are saying, only Baba Moyen seek asylum the one. I wish the government can look into this and Lagos State Social Services can really show. Social services that study in university is not just a sham of a degree. Because at this point, it's so, and you know what it's more irritating? A lot more citizens of Nigeria have traveled abroad in the past 10 years. A lot more people are abroad want to live more in shame. Just
a minute, let me add what you're saying. So I'm reading about the Child Rights Act around child sexual convicted child abuse molester, and one of the things that I'm just realizing is this is the Australian Child Rights Act. So it says a person convicted of a child sexual offense is not allowed to be around children and automatically prohibited from marrying someone who has children. Marriage itself is generally legal if both adults freely consent. However, the best interest of the child must be upheld at all times.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Sherry, no matter the mental disease to any as a person, but you are all about to be alone. But in Nigeria, why are you to support you want to take banner
again? In a case where both consenting adults agree to go into a legal marriage, the interest of the child will be upheld, which means the child will not be allowed to live with, have contact with, or be around.
God bless you.
And the court will impose some conditions after release. The offender will go through supervision. There will be strict restrictions on contact with children and registration requirements under Child Protection and Sex Offender legislation. Some offenders may be prohibited from being alone with children, staying overnight in a home with children, or residing in a household where minors live without approval or supervision from authorities.
God bless you, ma'am. God bless you. So essentially, what they are trying to do is this: tearing your body, DRUG addiction, for example. One ní kó má fi ra ẹ̀ sínú spaces tó jẹ́ pé temptation yẹn máa ti padà wá. Ẹni yẹn wo bí pé ẹni tó ní DRUG addiction ni bí ẹni tó jẹ́ pé bóyá crystal meth ni nǹkan tó ń ṣe wípé nǹkan tó wà addicted sí nìyí. Ní ìsìn ẹ tí wọ́n mú wọnú ilé tí ọmọ wà, ọmọ yẹn ò ní ṣe mítà mọ́, àbọ̀mọ yẹn ò ní gba sọ́mà. Ẹ má jẹ́ hold mic, let me yield the mic. By the end of the day, gbogbo alamọ̀ tá à ń ṣe. Kọ́gun burúkú dẹ̀ ní kọ́gun sílé wa.
Victor, whenever you're ready, let me know. Honorable, she happy can check in to do quite good before you. Or she fell on since that. Okay, Sisi, go ahead, ma. Victor, whenever you're ready, let me know. Yes,
one of the things
thank you for coming on our platform. We appreciate it. Every single time.
I realized that a lot of people are ignorant in Nigeria. And the truth is, ignorance is no excuse. You cannot say, oh, it's because I'm ignorant. You need to go, you need to get information. But I understand that a lot of people, information and at social media today, there is a lot of spaces, a lot of platforms where you can get information, but it's just that people will pick and choose where they want to go. Because if you go to the right platform, social media, believe me, information is yakpa. So one of the things tí mo fẹ́ point out ni pé nígbà tí wọ́n pariwo ṣé kò gbọdọ̀ leave ni ṣé kò gbọdọ̀ marry ni. Yes, ó lè marry, lóyìnbó náà wọ́n marry. Wọ́n tó gbọdọ̀ sí níbi tó mọ́ wà. Àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ gan, ìwọ tó lọ yọ kó sọmọ lọ́mọ yẹn, tó bá bọ́ síta, àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ ti tiẹ̀ gan, tó bá máa rí wọn ní wọ́n náà wà lọ́sẹ̀, èèyàn máa wà ń bẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, ò lè dápẹ́, ò lè dúró pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mọ́ as minor. Tó bá di adult yóò but while your kids are still minor, ọmọ tó jẹ́ ti tiẹ̀, ká má wá sọ ọmọ lọ́mọ. So yes, you can marry, but if there is a child in that home where you're marrying into, that child will be taken away. So, but because Nigeria, and believe me, there is law in Nigeria. I'm sure if we take our time to read, we'll have something similar in Nigeria. It's just that in your middle hold it. Platform Timothy Bon saying, but probably we are to your and we by now, at least we are see sound mind, you want to perforated, we want to be a sort of organizer to Maba Wodi. But we realize a lot of people still have that problem. Sound mind, you want that because it is Motimbo saying somebody was still saying there, we're taking a big deal. If I should be more sensitive about Ijesha, I want you to go on top of you, or go on power once, in short, coming from a woman, not sorry, I don't say about Ijesha now. And I'm now saying, does that make it right? The fact that some people are still doing it, make it right, it doesn't make it right. Protect our money. You are the only ones that can look out for your children. You don't know. You need to answer you. Why think about no. Protect your children. Anything you can do to protect your children, please do it. Because we don't know how many adults are out there behaving badly. We don't know how many adults out there that àìmọye àgbàlagbà ń ta bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń wá ẹni tí ó máa gbèdé àwọn gbóná wọ́n bá ń ta tó ń wá lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lófò but àwọn tá à ń sọ yìí tó bá nínú àwọn àgbàlagbà yẹn ara wọn ò ní dìde ọmọ kékeré la ara wọn máa ń dìde sí. àìsàn burúkú ni mental issue ni wọ́n ní community nínú òyìnbó tó bá ti bọ́ta inú community yẹn ló máa wà. You're going to be in that community will be I think I look in sort of Sabi because somebody is at the door. For 5 minutes.
All right, I should. You ready, sir? Honorable.
Yeah, I can speak.
I can speak.
I continue the very chicken and tàmọ̀ pé ẹ̀fẹ́ ju abẹ́ ẹni tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní condition lọ́wọ́ fún àwọn obìnrin pé kò tí ẹni ẹ ṣe right àbí kí ni àgbáyé kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ fún àwọn kọ́sì kan ìlú bàjẹ́ sí lójúmọ́ oríṣiríṣi ìkọ̀nà àgbẹ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ tó wá ní pásítọ̀ pọ̀sùn tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pa báyìí náà pé ṣé nígbà tí ó ti wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe àgbà òde ṣe because I think it's within November lọ́gọ́ta àti November lọ́gọ́ta tó dẹ̀ di ọ̀gbẹ́sẹ̀ ti àgbọ̀ pé wọ́n bí wọ́n lè fi jẹ́ so àwọn kan wà ní pé wọ́n wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pé wọ́n ń ṣe àwọn abúlé kan àwọn bàdà yìí sọ ìgbà yìí a ní láti rí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ojú pé àfẹ́ kíkọ́ máa bàjẹ́ lọ báyìí wọ́n máa rí wá kan ṣe sí i because àbá àpò wọn lè ọ̀gbà táwọn sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwọn wà láàárín àwọn yìí ilé màá ní láti kí wọ́n máa kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ because sẹ́ni tí ó mọ̀ tán kò sẹ́ni tó gbọ́ tán gbogbo àgbáyé sì wà lóko kọ́ sí kẹ́rọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sí i owó ṣọba yẹn sì máa sọ fún ìyàwó mi lè pé má jẹ́ kí ọmọbìnrin wọn má jẹ́ kó gbọ́ tán má yẹ kí ọkọ̀ bá ṣe pé tó ń bá fi wò ládìí ẹ̀ ládìí somebody touch me who touch you a máa mú lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni I must not see you with eye again tọ́lú máa tún yẹ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ó máa nù ẹgbẹ́ ní pé báwo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé mi ò bímọ rí because àwọn ọmọ yẹyẹ ọlọ́run kò kọjá pé àwùjọ tẹ̀lé mú bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́run kò kọjá pé wọ́n gbọdọ̀ aláwọ̀ kí wọ́n máa fọ́ ọmọ lára wọn wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń kọ́ sí wọn létí máa ń kọ́ sí wọn létí don't allow anybody to touch you if anybody to touch just come and tell me and don't collect anything from anybody ṣé wàá sọ àmì ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀sùn ó má gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ẹni ọba jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ó má gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ wọn wọ́n sì ní láti máa ṣe kọ́tẹ́ pé a máa múná ọmọ ẹ̀dùn ní ọkọ̀ níjọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀dùn tí kò bá ti ń jọ wọn lójú láti kékeré kò sí kọ́tẹ́ fẹ̀ ń táìsẹ̀ kò ní jọ lójú because ibi tí ìlú lọ sí kò sẹ́ni tó yé mọ́ àwọn mìíràn máa ṣàbúrú abúrú tó máa ṣe ọmọ ọ̀bẹ níbi kọ́tà wọn ṣe right ni ẹ máa ṣe tó pé léèyàn wájú ẹ mọ̀yàn ẹ ní connection ẹ automatic ẹ̀ ń ṣe wọn afọwálẹ̀ oríṣiríṣi ìdádúró náà kò yẹ solution sí so mo máa rọ̀ wá ẹjọ́ ọgbọ́n tí àwọn kan bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kó jẹ́ fún máa lọ́wọ́ ta fún máa fún òde kiri pé wọ́n ṣe kíní kan ṣe kí fowó ọ̀dà rárá gbogbo àwọn kan ló ṣe ìwà ìpè lọ́kàn so mi ò ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ so kí ní kálukọ́ wọ bó ṣe máa tọ́jú fún máa bọ ọmọ ẹ̀ láti ṣe àwòrán àwọn obìnrin so lójú bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ máa ṣe lọ.
ẹ ṣe gan sir honourable thank you so much for your beautiful submission. Sisi Dúpẹ́ ṣe ti rẹ́dí àbí ká gbé fẹ́ lómi. Okay, Sisi Dúpẹ́ busy. Kiki, sorry, Osil or Vicky? Which of you wants to go first?
So I wanted to say something before Malu say what she wanted to say, but she had said it, but I still want to buttress that point. So there's this lady on TikTok, her name is Neche. She had a bit of problem with the Ministry of Justice, and she was telling her story. So if you have ever come across those kind of videos, you will know that for victim of SA and some other children and women-related abuses, there's no hope. In this country right now, there's no hope. I'd experienced one time at the outside of my estate, because the place I live, once it's like 9 o'clock, everywhere is quiet. If you are walking around that place, you're on your own. This is like 2 years ago. Like 5 minutes walk after my estate gate, a lady was raped. The securities at the gates tried to help, but they were scared because those people were harmed. The next day they came around, police came around to make findings, ask people a few things. And after like 3 days, I saw the young lady and asked her how far have they been able to go. She said she's no longer going back to the station, that the woman that was put in charge of her case was constantly insulting her, that what is she looking for at that time of the day? Why is she working by that time? What was she wearing? Couple of so many questions that is just making the situation worse. That is one case out of many. Secondly, somebody was saying in the comments that I didn't know social workers in Nigeria. See, yeah, they are social workers. There are lots of social workers. But guess what? There are people that have a social standing that if you are not in their social standing, you cannot be right. It's either they're extremists in religion or they are old people. If you are not that kind of person, they believe whatever crime that was done against you, you are the cause of it. I don't want to name call, but you know those kind of Christians that do not wear earring, that they don't want, you know those sets of people, they are the ones that are social workers in this country. If they are not those type, they are old people that are not even in alignment with our age and time. So there's no way they will understand your pain, even if you go to them. There's no way. So a lot of things are wrong about this thing. And let's thank God that maybe the case of Ijesha is making all of us discuss this thing. Right now, as we are speaking, come to the Ministry of Justice close to my house after National Stadium. You will see women at the mercy of these office holders just to get as little as a form to put down their complaints. They will tell them the reason why they cannot stay in husband's house. They will tell them that because their husbands are not giving them their children fee, they're the one that made their husband not be able to support their children. A lot of things are said to people when they need justice. I know a lot of people are saying that Lagos State is doing a lot, Lagos State is doing this, Lagos State. Are they seeing to the grassroots level what these office holders are doing to people when they need help? Is there somebody watching at the grassroots level? Because I've had reasons to send one or two people there, and the feedback I get, it's not encouraging. If you go once, twice, 3 times, and guess what? Because of little tips, your rights will be turned around to be wrong in minutes. A woman that is struggling, the particular nature case I'm talking about, the husband abandoned her 1 month postpartum after her child. And she's going there. How can such person, how can she be able to bribe anybody in the office? Her husband is coming, but that one can tip them. So they will listen to him more. This lady has done 2 years without support, and now she's back to social media to make content. This is not to label anybody as a bad person, but I'm saying, even if it is a boy that needs aid at the so-called help centers that the government have created, they don't get it. They do not. They do not get it. They don't get the help they need. And I think people that have the opportunity to speak to the people in high places, please take this feedback to them. The people they put at the forefront to receive people's complaint, they have become scavengers. They are eating up of people's pain. They are making money from it. As little as photocopy that should be free in these offices, this is a direct accusation. They should come and say I'm lying. As photocopies in these offices, there's a problem. Is if they are giving you free, you are hearing it with the reason why you are being divorced. You are hearing it with the reason why your child cannot get support from the father. So it's a whole lot of problems. We can't just see this particular one we are discussing is a pinch out of many that people go through when it comes to getting what they deserve in this country when it comes to justice. I don't want to go any further. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Kiki, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon, everyone. What I wanted to say, in particular, is this. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing, most especially if something like this is going on and the fault is coming from the parents. It's a sad thing. And I'm saying this because I don't really want to go into details about me personally, but it's just a sad thing for me. Because once you have been a victim of this thing, and you surrounded yourself with some people that you are even looking up to, and that kind of people, they're being supporting something that is not supposed to be supporting. It's so sad. I don't know how we are going to clear this off our old women, because they don't see anything bad in sexual harassment, especially even if it's from the family or someone that that we even know. If you complain to them about it, they see there's no big deal about it. And did they even know what trauma does? Did they know what trauma does to people? Like right now, it's bringing back some memories, and it's so painful. There's some people that you are looking up to, they don't even feel, they don't care about the victim anymore. All they care about is people that they know. That's their own concern. And because I've been seeing it all over social media since yesterday. most of the people that I even know that are so close to me, the way they even take that thing is, I'm so pissed because I've once been a victim that I cannot even say it out. Okay, now let me give some instance. One of my workers, one of them, because there were two girls, one of them actually something like this happened to her. She has a friend, a boyfriend, not like they are dating, but it's just a friend. That day she just said, boss, I actually wanted to go to that bus stop to collect my charger. She understand. And before you know it, this boy connive with some people to call the girl back that he's no longer in that bus stop, but that the boy said he should come and meet him at one street like that. This guy is not my child. He's just a staff to me. So before you know, this girl was like, okay, I'm coming. I just want to collect my charger. I forgot my charger. He said the guy said he should come and collect it at so place. And later the guy now collect the phone. He said his phone is off. Phone won't take that pay charger anyway. She understand. Ó ṣàwà kó lówó mọ́tò kó lówó kadà lọ́wọ́ because òun ò kó òun ní pẹ́ kó nǹkan bamboo stop kó padà wá sí shop. So bó ṣe lọ nìyẹn, ó ṣàwà débi bus stop tí àwọn yẹn sọ fún, ó dúró síbẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn guys yìí dẹ̀ wá? Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ni o, àti school náà ti jọ wá o. Ṣé understand? Before you know it, ó explain. Ọmọ yẹn ṣe dé padà sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù yẹn, bó ṣe máa dé jàlámíà ló wọ̀ dé, gbogbo aṣọ tó wọ̀ lọ bá ọmọkùnrin yẹn, wọ́n ti yá, like wọ́n fẹ́ rape ọmọ yẹn. Wọ́n tàn án lọ sí Mill Street yẹn ni, lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ gbó. So wọ́n fẹ́ rape ọmọ yẹn, immediately bó ṣe dé shop, mi ti ẹ̀ wò ó ṣe mí jára, mi ti ń gbọ́n ẹ̀ mọ̀, nǹkan tó ti ṣe mí rí. So police station wà níwájú shop mi, mo mọ ọmọ yẹn lọ síbẹ̀, like bó ṣe rí yẹn, because àbá wà lára ẹ̀. Okay, because of TikTok. So bó ṣe dé ni mo ṣe mú lọ sí station, bá ṣe dé station, kí lè èmi ò tí ì débẹ̀, òun sọ fún pé òun máa lọ, kó explain fáwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn. Wọ́n ṣe ìbílí pé wọ́n dẹ̀ tún harass ọmọ yẹn. As a matter of fact, fear wà lára ẹ̀, ó ṣì ń gbọ̀n báyìí. Ó ń gbọ̀n, ẹ mọ̀, kó tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí i, kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ gan dáadáa. So èmi dẹ̀ ni mo máa ọmọ mi dání because kò sẹ́ni tí máa fọmọ ti sè mí wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Bó ṣe débẹ̀, wọ́n kí ló ń ṣe tó ń gbọ̀n? Orí pé ò pé mi ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ní kíní kan. Mo rò pé police station, that's my first time tí èmi ti máa nírú kéèsì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ti máa lọ sí station lọ report because gbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí èmi ò kò sí anybody tí mo fẹ́ sọ mí tiẹ̀ ní àìdí ẹ̀ pé station. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn wọ́n tún harass ọmọ yẹn bẹ̀. Thank God I was there with her. So I told the policeman that this is what happened. So wọ́n yẹn kí lóun náà wá kiri? What is he looking for? Kéyìn lọ́kìnrin kan, mi tiẹ̀ kí ẹ̀. Mo kọ statement, ọmọ yẹn ò lè kọ statement, ààrẹ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ń gbọ̀n. Mo kọ statement, mo dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn pé I need to arrest those guys. Pé mo need ẹ̀ pé immediately pé because mo mọ̀ báwọn guys yẹn wọ́n sì máa wà around pé mo fẹ́ kọ́ ààrẹ ṣé mo yẹ tó bí mi pé kí n mú sílẹ̀. Number one, àwọn wá sọ pé àwọn ò lówó epo. Èmi dẹ̀ drive, mo sọ fún wọn pé mo drive pé máa gbé mọ́tò mi sílẹ̀ pé ká drive lọ. Mo tún sanwó after that o. I actually paid. Even though they went inside my car, we went there together. I followed them. But unfortunately, our guys yẹn wọ́n ti sá kúrò ńbẹ̀. But our neighbors tó wà lára the surroundings there, wọ́n yà kí wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n, bóyá wọ́n ti máa ń ṣe nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí kò sí anybody tó sọ̀rọ̀. So èmi wá sọ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá pé mo fẹ́ kọ́ arrest àwọn tí mo rí pé because bó ṣe ń ṣe ó dà pé suspect ni wọ́n. Wọ́n ní madam, why your own wahala sef too much? Now you're picking? I was like, what did you mean, am I picking? This is my sales girl. What are you talking about? You go pay, you go pay, because these guys now, we don't see them now. You know, say, we go charge them, and we not see them today. Maybe we go come back tomorrow. I said I want them arrested. At least it's not it's not even up to 2 hours. I did not hear anything about that case again. And I paid. At least the money anytime it was around 50-something thousand just that day. And I didn't ó wá fresh wá lọ́pọlọ mi pé nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi rí yẹn pé pé ìlú wo láti ìbára wa yìí gan pé nǹkan òun ti lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́mọ kékeré pé kóun wọ station kóun report nobody will come to anybody's aid. They will rather talk down on that girl. You were like, Talamia to Talo fún ẹni Talamia. Ọmọ yẹn sọ fún pé àwọn neighbor pé torí ó ti ya aṣọ òun, ó ti ya aṣọ tó ń wọ̀. Àwọn neighbor ló fún un láṣọ. Wọ́n á sọ fún pé neighbor tó fún láṣọ yẹn tó pé kó mú pé I think he's a suspect because ó ṣe lè sáré mú aṣọ wá bẹ́ẹ̀. Chemo, but this thing, ó kò máa ń wà search because eventually ìgbà tọ́mọ yẹn máa sọ fún mọ́mì ẹ̀ lé and this girl is the only child tí ìyá ẹ̀ ní tó máa explain fún yẹn ìyá ẹ̀ gan ò rí as big deal bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe rí understand ó tún wá ń dùn mí mọ́ pa what kind of life is this? So as the only child tẹ́ni irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ kò yẹ kẹ́ ẹ̀yin kọ́kọ́ yẹ kẹ́ padà lọ sí police station yẹn kẹ́ lọ bára jẹ́ gidi ń bẹ̀ èmi ni mo gbé sórí ju ìyá ọmọ yẹn lọ so ìyẹn ẹsẹ tí wàá lọ ṣé kéèsì Luminnee yìí gọgọgọgọ ó ń ṣàfihàn mi wípé ọmọ tó bí ń sìn gan ṣe mọ nǹkan tí ọmọ òun ọkọọkọ ń pa ẹ lọmọ yẹn ló máa padà jìyà wọn sọ pé tí ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ẹ bá ń àmì tí ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ bá di olódodo máa pín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé àwọn pẹrẹntì wa. Time up. Thank you, dear. Well said. Sister Becky, can I quickly sum up? All right, yeah, you can. I think when you tell it. I have visitors. No problem. I'll find time since you can start. All right. Let me tell you this time. Like I said, right now, just protect your child because I'm telling you the things I am hearing, especially with this Baba Ijesha's case, it is scary. Where people are standing, they don't see it as a big deal, they see it as a norm. Some will even justify that. Why are you blaming men? All these children, the man to be, you know, the protect someone. Look, platform woman was saying, she video here, she are reading this Baba Ijesha film, considering she yes, just down before I came on this platform. Only she put your way there, only she think of money, sharing see a video with Baba Ijesha you're going to make excuse for him. You're going to make excuse for him. They see all these things as a norm. So parents is see and you can protect your money. Then another thing is more first see marriage bad road, relationship bad road so Korea to be Joe, make sure we're in life for money because there might be time that your child will need you. Because in this Baba Ijesha's case, I was thinking in my mind that why Baba Luminnee, why in life, this will be time to your OGD, who save so that will need surrounding if it's ex-convict. But like I said, I don't know their relationship because a lot of times when relationship ends like that, a lot of one side of the parents won't say no life for more. So you can learn from a so relationship with Badaru. Make sure we got one life for more, especially our rather, because a lot of times, our Baba wants a man show be shongi, a joke to be alone, a try one life for more, so that time for money by meeting, you can walk back and save your child because this child now, see, on the bigger level, we need the help. In short, a little bit of big, we need the help. But nítorí pé eléyìí tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bí àti ìyá àti bàbá lọ́jọ́ wa ó lè má rí saviour but at least eléyìí tó bí tẹ́lẹ̀ ó yẹ kí bàbá ẹ̀ sìn kó di saviour fún kó fi kéèpù kó fò wá báyìí kó wá gbé ọmọ ẹ̀ kúrò níbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ ṣeun gan-an. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, sis. Thank you very much. Victor, what's it sorrow? Okay. Let's let visitor. So, Kiki, okay, so all right, Kiki, can you go? I'll time you now. Okay, 5 minutes. All right, you can go now. Good day. Everyone. Ìwọ̀n kan tó tún ṣe mí o after gbàtẹ́ pàkínní interview ti filters the other time. Àwọn kọ́mẹ̀ntì mi ń pop up bọ̀ eléyìí ní mo ti kọ́mẹ̀ntì pa àmàtóyá ni mo wá sókè. Ẹ ṣé, thank you everybody. Everybody have said a lot of things.
Ṣẹ́rí Ọlọ́run kó máa ṣamọ̀nà wa kó máa tọ́jú wa torí àwa àgbàlagbà gan need the protection. Ní country yẹn disabilities ti pọ̀ jù táwọn èèyàn normalize as ability. I don't understand and I don't want to get it. Mo máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn tó bá wà lára ọ̀dùn mi pé in as much as I don't have a girl child, ara máa ń pa mí tí bá ti gbọ́ cases girl child because I was once a victim of another thing tí ò kì í ṣe àwọn nǹkan báyìí. But on the other way round, wọ́n sì mi máa ń jẹ́ ká mọ kinní kan láti pàtàkì. Èmi ni ọmọbìnrin àkọ́kọ́ tí bàbá mi kọ́kọ́ bí from my mom. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọkùnrin, àwọn ọmọ tó kù ọkùnrin ni wọ́n. Wọ́n sì mi ò kí ń gbà kí n ṣeré láàárín wọn. Ẹnu mo tí mi ni mo ti máa ń gbọ́ ẹgbẹ́ obìnrin jẹ́jẹ́, ẹgbẹ́ ọkùnrin jẹ́jẹ́. Ìgbà tó dé point kan in life, mo wá rí nílùú àbí ìyá ìgbé ọ̀gẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láyé tó kọ́kọ́ wà ní because even àwọn tó jẹ́ family friends àbí tá a bá wà láwùjọ kan, tẹ bá gbé ọmọ ní obìnrin kékeré fún èèyàn dání, wọ́n sì mi máa ń ìyá yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ ní gba ohun ẹ̀ dání gbé láyé nápí tí ò tiẹ̀ ti dáyé pampers rẹ̀ yẹn nísìnyí. Wọ́n sì máa gún ẹni yẹn, ó máa rẹ̀ lè kọ́ná, á máa gún ní ìtàn. Ìjọ́ kan ni mo wá súnmọ́ wọn ni wọ́n gbọ́n lé wọn ní dáméjì tí nǹkan yẹn máa cause, ó máa ń worst ju rẹ́mẹ́dì ẹ̀ lọ. Nítorí ẹ̀ làwọn ṣe máa ń pariwo pé àwọn náà ti rí oríṣiríṣi, àwọn ti ríbi tí èèyàn ti máa gba ibi ẹgbẹ́ nápí tó máa fi máa kíka wo wọ́n dì. A lot of things like that. Gbogbo àwọn àpàtàkì ń dàgbà náà, ẹlòmíì rí ní àyíká ẹ̀, ẹlòmíì ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí i. But nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn tó fẹ́ normalize ẹ̀, àbáwọn tó ti normalize ẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà yìí àtàwọn ẹlòmíì, mo fẹ́ kán rí nírí pé ṣé wọ́n lè bẹ lọ́hùn pé kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn because trauma can never be healed. Anybody tó bá go through any form of trauma, I don't think it can be healed. That being said, tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa experience tí mo ní nígbà tí mo wà ní clinical settings ní Nàìjíríà, nígbà tí mo wà ní training. Nígbà yẹn, ọmọ ọdún mẹ́jọ ni ọmọ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fipá bá lò pọ̀. Kò wá mọ̀ ó wá jẹ́ àwọn ilé tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n náà máa ń àwọn ilé tó máa ń fọ ilẹ̀ bí i room by room àbí flat by flat ní ọwọ́ ẹ̀mí mọ̀. Ẹni yẹn ti ṣe kinní yẹn, ó wá jẹ́ pé ìjọ́ tí kinní ẹni yẹn ṣe kinní yẹn, the next morning, woman ẹ̀ ló jí fọlẹ̀, ó wá rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ láti ẹ̀kúlé bọ́ sí corridor. Ṣé mo bí màá tó máa trail ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn? Ẹ wo woman yìí tó fẹ́ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà yìí, ẹ̀rẹ̀ rò pé bóyá òun gangan nọ́mbà 6 ẹ̀ ó pé ṣáà tó fẹ́ dókúrò àbókó tó ń dókúrò. Ẹ fún ìgbọ̀ngàn gbádùn upstairs because abiyamọ tó bá jẹ́ abiyamọ gidi tí ò kì í ṣe abiyagba títọ́ ọmọ yẹn máa come first tó bá fẹ́ remarry, which I'm saying from the sense of wey people tell us my children come first. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ most good mothers as a single mother, wàá mọ̀ pé abiyamọ ni ọmọ ló máa kọ́kọ́ ṣáájú kó tó fi tiẹ̀ tẹ̀lé because I don't understand, I don't want to understand. Ju pé woman yẹn ó nígbà tó máa kíní yẹn pé abẹ́ ọmọ òun ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀, ọmọ ọdún mẹ́jọ, for crying out loud, 8 years old girl. Ó wá ṣàgbọ́n hospital ní government hospital lọ́dún ní mi ìfẹ́ dárúkọ orí àmọ́ tó ń kọjá. Now, she brought the girl to the hospital, test, treatment, brought them out and general hospital ibi tí mo sọ yìí nígbà yẹn. Wọ́n take care ọmọ yẹn, àwọn náà ṣe wá bá take up case yẹn padà. That the woman said she actually literally went to report that incident morning as bóun ṣe rí pé ọmọ òun tóun trail blood drop yẹn títí dénú ilé òun, that she literally went to the nearest station to go and report. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn report social service Nigeria 0 ni nípa grade 0 ni. Èmi ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní clinical setting dáadáa tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn náà àwọn mẹ́tọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ọlọ́pàá sétí because ọlọ́pàá máa bá yín turn case upside down in most cases. 90% cases they turn it upside down, not only grade cases. On my turn it upside down, totally upside down.
Miss Kiki, thank you. Time we clear Robin. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your submission. All right, Becky. Sorry.
Becky, Charlie, for any time, if you want some submission, really. Okay. All right, we need to
2 minutes. Okay, this is Kiki. Is that okay?
Thank you, ma. Thank you. I would appreciate that. So now, the woman eventually told us, babe, until the station, one day, for 8-year-old child, decide, for goodness sake. Hey, Joe, me, if anybody, Kori or Ijesha, I need to pay, Kuti Shelesimi, I don't Shelesimi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi abẹ́rẹ́ gúnra wa o ká tó fi pọ́n mẹ́lòmí ká dẹ̀ wọ àwọn tó ti ṣe fún bí ìfẹ́ dárúkọ ẹnìkan níbí báyìí bí díẹ̀ nínú àwọn àtàwọn mímọ́ máa mọ ẹni tí mo sọ ó sì lòun náà máa ń jẹ́ ó ní òun mọ̀ dáadáa ó ní aunt òun máa ń treat ẹ̀ nígbà tó òun wà Nàìjíríà ẹni yẹn mi ìfẹ́ dárúkọ ó ní aunt òun is a nurse ó lóun máa ń pè ó máa ń sọ fóun pé ó máa ń kó àlòpọ̀ anyhow ní bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà bí sí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà so not talk of àwọn èrò mi tó tún jáde pé ó máa ń ṣe irú ẹ̀ fún wọn ẹ wo ohun tí ò dáa kò lórúkọ méjì mọ́là ni mọ́là ń jẹ́ haúsá làúsá ń jẹ́ ẹ ṣé thank you.
Thank you, sis. And you God bless you. Becky, I'm trying to get Becky Beauty. Are you there?
I'll be ready after Becky.
Okay then, no problem. Becky, are you there? I don't think he's there. So you can go.
All right. Deliberately, okay, first of all, let me sound the alert first. I'm going to take a little bit of your time. Deliberately, I intentionally not speak.
Only for only 15 minutes. 15 minutes, no friend.
I did not, hopefully, I will not.
15 minutes, I can't take
I deliberately did not speak from since I joined, even though I didn't start the conversation. I think I was on Tuesday to best platform last night too, just listening to the submission. And the reason why I did not speak is because I want to do what they call in research methodology a test of hypothesis. I just want to hear people. I just want to hear people feel.
Maybe I should speak before Victor does his final submission. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway.
Since the last time, 15 minutes here. No,
Victor will take longer. Emma for Victor in 15 minutes. Victor.
You have to go ahead.
Let me quickly. I won't be I'm so sorry.
I said, don't mind.
When I saw the video last night, I thought, is this supposed to be AI or some sort of social experiment? Because but it didn't interest me, so I turned it off. And from Gotimu Wangoli, now, the thing is this. The Nigerian legal system, who actually rubbish the Nigerian legal system, I'm sorry to say this. And when he first came out and he did an interview with that young lady, I thought that was out of order. It's a big slap on the Nigerian judiciary system's face for him to have done that. Now, secondly, are they trying to say that when such things happen, it's okay? Now, because when it happened, UK because go bye Loloshi. Àwọn tọ́jú wà láti mo ní ẹgbẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé kò kí n ṣe nǹkan yẹn táwọn yẹn tó ṣe yẹn làwọn yẹn ṣe àwọn á ṣe nǹkan fún á ṣe nǹkan sí tó jẹ́ pé tóun gan bá jáde ó máa ṣe bójú ni ní UK yìí tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀
kẹfìn pé èèyàn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan báyìí báyìí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ báyìí báyìí ló ṣẹ̀ tó fi tì mọ́lé tó jáde gbogbo àdúgbò yẹn wá wá nǹkan ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ kò ní gbé ládùúgbò yẹn but wọ́n máa competition lọ sí local council ní pé ẹjọ́ tó yọ náà kí nìdí tẹ́ ṣe wá fún irú èèyàn báyìí nílé ní ibà àbí bóyá ẹni tó gbé ilé fún gan nǹkan tó máa fi ojú ẹ̀ wọ́n lè dáná sunlé yẹn. ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà àwọn tí Sisi Dúpẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n lọ sọ pé ṣèbó ti ṣe ṣíkúdé para ẹ̀ ní kinní kan ó ponú àwọn èèyàn tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìtòrí ẹ̀ yẹn pé ńgbà mi táwọn èèyàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ màá sáré lọ wo profile wọn kí n tó mọ orí èsì tí màá fún wọn irú èèyàn òun lọ jẹ́ ṣé orí wọn pé àbórí wọn ò pé wọ́n sọ pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n set up ni wọ́n ṣe kinní kan ni ẹjọ́ tí àwọn tó máa ń ṣe eré orí ìtàgé tó máa ń ṣe yẹn tí wọ́n máa ń wà ní location tó bá ń ṣe film wọ́n máa ń ju àwọn clips kéékèèké kan tá a máa ń rí pé kíní yìí o bó ṣe ṣe lè léyìí o ìgbà tó máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ the making ẹ máa rí pé nínú yàrá tó wà àtòní sound o àtòní continuity o àtòní makeup oríṣiríṣi ló máa wà nínú yàrá kan yẹn ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ nímọ̀ ìpé wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀. tẹ bá dẹ̀ tún wo íméèjì nǹkan tí wọ́n ló ṣẹlẹ̀ footage kan fi hàn wá rí i pé footage bíi nǹkan bíi CCTV ni ẹni tó bá lóye tó ní làákàyè á mọ̀ ìgbé nǹkan yẹn kò kí ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n set it up. àti pé níbo ni wọ́n ti sọ pé ẹ má bínú aeroplane kọjá mi ti wà ibo ni wọ́n ti sọ pé ó wà òkè fún ọkùnrin àgbàlagbà ó máa lá ọwọ́ ọmọ kékeré bíi lollipop níbo nínú ìwé wo níbo wọ́n ti sọ pé ó tọ́ kéèyàn máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ so ó láti kọ́kọ́ mu sínú ó láti fi sí kó tó mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ṣe ò dáa àlẹ́yìn a ní problem mo máa believe pé the judiciary wọ́n máa wá nǹkan ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọkùnrin gẹ́gẹ́ bí Abefermi ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó ka the Australian Child Act mo believe pé the Nigerian constitution ó máa ní section kan tó dé pẹ̀lú Child Act náà tó máa lè wá òfin tó máa fi de irú nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí nítorí mi ò rí níbi kankan mi ò gbọ́ rí níbi kankan nǹkan tó ṣe jẹ́ pé àmọ́tàbárẹ̀ ń sọ àwọn èèyàn ní jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ wípé ìlú wa àti wọ́n ti bàjẹ́ débi pé ibikíbi tó bá lọ báyìí ojú tó máa ti rí pálí green yẹn báyìí wọ́n máa fà yín sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni tí máa ń kọjá lẹ́pọ̀ tí máa ń rẹ́lẹ̀ mi tó máa ti fà wọ́n sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ máa ń pẹ́ àwọn Nàìjíríà làwọn èèyàn yìí máa. even tendered in the court of law. So the case for another, and in lawyer Baba Ijesha, that is number one evidence to prove that minor Lobasu. About
Just make sure you anybody, not anybody, anything, only
nobody is supporting what Baba Ijesha did. Baba Ijesha is a cause of what Can I say something? You see the problem is, you see why I say we deserve that government we have in Nigeria. You see the problem with us is we just like the problem with us. It's a big problem. Let me tell you, it's a big problem. For people, I've been scrolling. I had to get on TikTok since morning because every time you scroll, you hear people talking about this, and it's disheartening. Let me tell you a story. Yeah, let me tell you a personal story. I had a friend, a white man, indigenous of this country. And guess what? I did not know he disappeared on the space on the subject. I didn't know what happened to him. Only a year later, I didn't realize he's in prison for a year just because he chatted. He only chatted with a 13-year-old. He didn't go close, just chat. And guess what? After he came out of prison, police found that he has my phone number. And they called me to let me know what he did. Why did they call me? Because I have a child. Pedophilia is a sickness, is a disease, is a mental thing. This man will never, especially because he's in denial. Because he's denying it, that's what makes it worse. And that's why police contact me. Because this man too is denying that he did nothing wrong, and they realize that there's something wrong with him. So because of that, I'm not allowed to talk to him. I'm not allowed. They need to let me know what he did. And if I choose, hold on a minute, hold on. That is, if you live in UK, that one will surely. If I choose to talk to him, yeah, then I'm going to be in trouble as well. Then they will feel like the kids they're not safe with me. So it doesn't matter if you have a fit. And most of you guys too, you've been raped, but because when you guys are great, yeah, you see it when you tell your friend, they see it as enjoyment, and it's because some of you are great. That's why you guys are so loose that you have no self-respect and you can sleep with anything in skirts because it affects your brain. So any victim of rape will tell you that it's a lifetime torture. So the fact that this great thing in a Western world, in a same country, he carry more weight than somebody that buys someone. Take it or leave it. Because it's like, that's exactly what it means. Go and ask anyone that's been a victim of that. Go and ask, it never leaves you. Some of you that have a wife and your wife doesn't want you to touch them, it's because they've been great. So instead of you guys, but I've never heard anybody talk about this poor child. Even the mother, she's facing depression. She's that grown up girl, that depressed. Is a poor child?
1 second.
That grown up girl.
What I want to say is that since Baba Ijesha has gone to prison for it,
this is really sad. That's why I said Nigeria, the South government,
he has gone to prison for what he has done. I see no reason they should not allow him to leave. The government do you so come and live now. What check offender register.
Yes, and the guy is not. Nobody will even rent a house to him. Let me tell you, he's living in his van. Nobody rents house. If you rent house anywhere, he needs to register. He needs to let the people know around. He needs to let the police know. He's living a life.
Two people that have been going out with this job.
One house, please. I see me. You know, I think for me like Aro.
No, I just joined.
Any suru.
Nobody supported. Nobody has done.
Any suru.
But they should not allow him to leave.
Nobody supported what Baba Ijesha did. I ask people to stop comparing UK, US, and then. For me, I'm telling you, as a Nigerian, as human, as long as our law still give Baba Ijesha second chance to live, he deserves to live. From your word, you were saying we deserve Tinubu, the Nigerian. Oh no.
Hold on.
The same thing.
You know the reason why that country is like that? Because of there's no law. Because the law, do you know consent in Nigeria? Do you know consent age?
We never fix the law in Nigeria.
Because we are uploading something like this, we're talking about something like this online.
Baba Ijesha compare to another chance in the but you feel to the behind bar. She go Jenny.
Ó parẹ́ dànù.
Assuming
No one seems to be
assuming àbí ọmọ abẹ́ bíríjì kan ní Baba Ijesha lọ fún lóyún ni àwọn olórí burúkú tó sọ yín lọ́nà wáyé gba olùsìgbà táyà ti bàjẹ́ ẹ̀wẹ̀ tí ó lọ fún lóyún.
You know what? They asked you to drop me, please. Drop.
I can't drop my own.
But you know what?
Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ yẹn wípé Nàìjíríà lọ́kẹ́ generalize it is like and this one got me now and see me and throw insult to Nigeria is unfair to be honest with you. But I'm Nigeria wow can't do how many years let's abroad and this Nigeria might not be worst when you left, but you don't have to just tell Nigeria simply what is happening to you. Baba to come and say.
They deserve it. Nobody is supporting your children at all. I said, if you don't care about your children anyway, because if you care about your children, you're not going to be talking like this. You don't care about your children. You guys don't care about your children. You don't care about your children because some of you, your husband are grabbing your children and you're still holding that marriage. So you guys decide what's happening and pray not to be our kids. Because those children don't decide.
ti kàn pa. Ó ti lọ sẹ́wọ̀n, bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ti lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fún ní punishment yẹn. Ṣé kó má live life ẹ̀ wọ́n ni?
Live another second chance life now.
Not to leave. Look at that. Everybody should know it's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
I can feel that
right
No. Can you sọ̀rọ̀ sí?
Ká ní pé bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ó lọ fẹ́ni tí ó jẹ́ pé kò ní nǹkan kan ni. Ní gbàdúrò yìí.
Exactly. Mo ti sọ fún ẹ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ọ̀fẹ́ kó tó ṣìkú ni.
Mo ti sọ fún ẹ. Nobody is supporting.
Ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ kò ṣẹlẹ̀ kì í ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀yà.
How many years have you been in UK? How many years?
Okiki.
After 2020, my best year, I'm quickly. How many years?
Don't let that wine you. Don't let that wine you now my person and
God be see them go need some more.
I'm so that everyone cool over there. Just leave people alone. Nobody is support. If you watch me from the start, I didn't support Baba Ijesha. I only said
Nobody supported me. Nobody supported me. We should let Baba Ijesha live.
One house. Òfin Nàìjíríà ó bá a láyè pé ìwọ tó o bá lọ sẹ́wọ̀n no matter what tí wọ́n ṣe kí ni tán ẹ lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n fún àyàfi tó o bá pa èèyàn tó bá fún ẹyin láti president but tó bá ti jẹ́ pé o lọ serve maybe years kan ni wọ́n fún ẹni tó o bá padà jáde sí ayé you can even contest for any office.
Okay, that's the point. That's the point I'm making. The fact that we have a law like that, in the same country that they are raping a baby, in the same country that they are committing different actions.
Now my person I follow. Ìlú tó ní kálukú wá wà àpapọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ òfin wọn láti bìkan ni níbi tó délé ni. But èyí kò ní máa ṣe.
Hold on, Mr. Okiki, who disfriending you by the way? It's probably one auntie or it's one auntie, not the girlfriend. Most of you people were great.
That is
Most of people are great. Is that the problem?
People like that.
As a messed up
You don't
now.
talk to people like that. You are so rude.
As a messed up.
You're saying you know why you've been talking to me since.
The problem where I don't know any abroad to them and then
I just triggered him because great. That guy is
Stop it.
Aláwọ̀ làdmí WhatsApp group. She's one of the admin, so am I?
Everything for someone.
Àti Yẹmí.
Ṣó fẹ́ kí bàbá Ìbàdàn pa ẹ̀yìn?
Bàbá Ìbàdàn wá.
Àbí bàbá ti ṣàṣìṣà yìí. You are comparing two countries. You don't compare the two countries together. Nigeria is good. Nigeria is one and less there, but you cannot be comparing Nigeria to UK.
Oh yeah,
Joe, Kaloji sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹ̀kọ́, Kaloji sọ̀rọ̀ tó bẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Anike, yes, you want to say something. Eke has been here since he hasn't contributed. Eke, Anike, Olori, you guys have been here since. You've not seen anything. Do you want to contribute?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear from you, Eke.
Yeah, sorry, maybe you might have called my name. I'm streaming from Australia anyway.
All right, no problem.
Maybe Baba Ijesha yìí, ẹ̀ka ló ti pọ̀ jù ń bẹ̀.
One. Number one.
Bless you.
Okiki. Ẹ ti fi ẹ̀wọ̀n sí o. Let him talk now.
Kò sẹ́ni níwájú Ọlọ́run, pastor, imam, oníṣègùn, kò sẹ́ni tí kò ń jẹ̀bi níwájú Ọlọ́run wa.
Yes.
Ẹni tí ilẹ̀ bá mọ́ bá ní.
Òun náà mo ṣe ń pè orin yìí fún látàárọ̀. Ó yẹ ló pè àwọn èrò.
Àwọn oníṣègùn míì wọ́n á pààyàn.
Tí wàá sì kọ́ fún.
Àwọn oníṣègùn míì wọ́n á pààyàn, wọ́n á dismantle gbogbo ara ẹ̀ wá kó sínú báàgì.
Yes.
Ẹ̀bẹ̀ni tó náà ń bá rí ni.
Yes.
So kí ló wá dé? Ẹ̀fẹ̀ ni pé kó má bí
Bàbá Ijesha.
And the funniest thing, gbogbo industry yẹn náà, gbogbo industry wọn náà is just too deep.
Ẹ̀ta ló ń bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Dídé tó lóyún tó bímọ ẹ̀ tó wá máa sọ̀rọ̀. Àmọ́ nǹkan tóun náà rí tó wá máa sọ bá gbogbo wọn. Tébù máa shift dànù ni.
I swear.
Ta ni kò fẹ́ bá bàbá Ijesha ń gan sùn? Tẹ̀bọ́kùnrin ni wá, àmọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà. They should just leave the man to breathe. Okay, whatever he has done, nobody said is right. Nobody said he has.
Yes, exactly.
Fine, even if every man, if we look at something very well critically, even our dájọ́ tó dájọ́ yẹn ti mọ̀ pé there's something fishy. But ọkọ̀ fún dájọ́ yeah, wọ́n kàn fẹ́ dájọ́ ní gbòógì kọ́kọ́ dájọ́ lórí based on what they've seen pé okay o, ó ṣe one or two things pẹ̀lú díẹ̀ yẹn o. They all know what is going on or what is playing on. Tó bá yẹ pé ẹ̀sùn tó sùn pé kán lọ yẹgi fún ni, adájọ́ máa ní kán lọ yẹgi fún. Tó bá yẹ pé life imprisonment ni, adájọ́ máa ní pé life imprisonment. But what they say there kò tí ì wọ́n gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà fi ní pé kó padà wá sí ìta kó wá tuntun lé ayé ẹ̀gbẹ́. Ẹ̀yin adájọ́ ìta gan tí yín tún wá le.
Ó jẹ́ ọ̀ya wèrè gan.
Ẹ̀yin adájọ́ ìta náà nǹkan tẹ̀lé ń ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ ló pọ̀ ju
àwọn adájọ́ TikTok.
Mo wọ TikTok lánàá báyìí mo tún sá jáde padà mo tún wọ̀ mo ní ilé tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ̀ yìí ẹ ti sáré gbé gbogbo program kí ló dé bàbá yìí ṣe ìkọ́ alájà kankan. I was not like ìwọ lọ
kí ló ṣe fún
ìwọ lọ well all things being equal Ọlọ́run tó dáa.
Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ kó kú ni?
No, some people don't want him to stand up again. That's just the truth aspect of life. I'm telling you the truth. Some people just don't want him to quit. Some people just don't want him to hear. Some people were just like, because I heard another woman telling me, only land will be in your only shaking.
I want to touch it to woman. I want to touch it to woman anywhere.
The funniest thing, if you look at the woman, people will not get the calendar. The woman get the calendar. This is only Yahweh.
I don't insult anybody. I don't insult
coming to your platform for the first time, but with what you said, I'm cool, I'm calm with it. But I want to go to my double in Perry. I wonder if you
the double in me, we go back and go out to talk in your bathroom. He said, don't double me. I said, we have a scene. Yeah, I said, in your minimum, a Jesse.
Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ mi wà tó yẹ pé the way you just bí pé ọ̀nà dá bàbá Ijesha.
In fact, I'm very so happy since morning because láti àárọ̀ tí mo kò tí even go where everybody go sọ̀rọ̀ against on that girl.
Kí ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ against ẹ̀ fún?
Kí ni èèyàn tó dúró báyìí tó wà òkè báyìí ẹ mọ bó ṣe popular sí ní Nàìjíríà yìí kó tó lè sọ pé òun accept mọ̀ pé something is fishy.
Exactly.
Opinion titi wa nìkan la máa ń fẹ́ ṣe kó ṣe lórí.
Mo gbé lọ́lá abeg mind wetin you dey talk abeg I think of beg you. You don't know her from anywhere, please. I beg you. Please.
So I don't block
anybody. Everybody in the opinion. My own platform. I was on the platform this morning. Timon type, Timon so I was talking. I was muted. And the host that muted me. I'm even one of our fans. But she muted me because of our own person. Worry platform here. She muted me because of our own person. He tackle me, he insult me, and I replied. And you voice out, you put it in your host. The next thing, host taking who block me. Like no hand at all. Talk about for me. Come on, your contemporary timber type in the comment section. When you comment, I don't tag people. More comment in comment in me. More comment in me. But people now, as you in your minimum, I cannot block anybody because she's talking. She has her own opinion too. She knows why she's speaking in and out, and everybody has their own opinion. So the bars are more blocking you. So we don't need to insult anybody. My own is this: Ofin Nigeria, yàtọ̀ sí tó bá pa èèyàn, ẹ̀wọ̀n gbére yẹn. Tó bá dẹ̀ rí evidence ni, tó bá tún rí court evidence, fígbó pa ẹni yẹn, wọ́n lè fẹ́ gbàgbé 10 years. Tó bá tún wá ní lọ́ọ̀yà tó tún wá tójú tó gbójú dáadáa, wọ́n máa appeal. Now, Baba Ijesha case, carry approach to Baba Ijesha to say, Sherida, let's be honest to each other. Let's be honest to each other. That single video we come to tender the princess one there, don't accuse Baba Ijesha abroad. Baba Ijesha on the level. They will ask for more evidence against Baba Ijesha. Àwọn èèyàn tó bá tó wá accuse Baba Ijesha pé Baba Ijesha ṣe kí ni ó molest àwọn ọmọ ní kẹ́ come forward wọ́n lọ carry out test lára ẹ̀ if truly ẹni yìí penetrate sára ẹ̀ rí bóyá owó ẹ̀ ni bóyá nǹkan ọmọkùnrin ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀ parọ́ ló ti fi wo ojú ara ẹ̀ rí ẹ̀ parọ́ o kó tó kíkọ́ ọfẹ́ sẹ́tẹ̀sì lọ sí court ọfẹ́ rán lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ó sì mú fẹ́ sáré chipping kìíní kan dọ́tà mi òun pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ìṣeré ó lọ fojú gbá nǹkan ní skul wọn ojú yẹn yíbò ó ń wú gan nígbà tí mo gbé dé ọ̀dọ̀ gp bí gp sọ mi pé òun ò lè treat ẹ̀ kí n lọ gba police report wà lórí ọmọ yìí nígbà tí mo lọ ọlọ́pàá wọ́n ní àwọn kankan ní police station bíi wọ́n ní kankan tó fi test ẹ̀ pé bóyá mo fún lẹ́sẹ̀ lójú torí wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ní nàìjíríà máa ń nu àwọn ọmọ wọ́n rò pé bóyá mo fún lẹ́sẹ̀ lójú wọ́n fi nǹkan test ojú ẹ̀ wọ́n ní pé kì í ṣe pé mo gba lẹ́sẹ̀ àbí mo gbá nǹkan kan wọ́n mọ̀ kó fojú gbá ni wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà fún wa nígbà tí mo gbé dé royal hospital nígbà tí mo gbé dé royal hospital pé kí ni dókítà sọ pé àti tó ń bá rí ìwé ọlọ́pàá èmi dẹ̀ ti mú ìwé ọlọ́pàá sílẹ̀ nílé mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tún fọmọ yẹn síbẹ̀ tí mo wá mú ìwé ọlọ́pàá bí tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tún mú lọ fún ọkọ tó di pé wọ́n treat ẹ̀ ni. So tó yẹ pé nílùú yìí ni wọ́n test ọmọbìnrin yẹn wípé bóyá lóòótọ́ ló penetrate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Bóyá Baba Ijesha wọlé àbí kò wọlé. Exactly. Ẹ jẹ́ sọ sórí kan fún yín ẹ jẹ́ sọ wọ́n sórí fún yín eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ó wà ní ara àkọ́ tí mo fi bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń lọ sí night club mọ́. Ọmọ Nàìjíríà kan tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀tẹ̀ sí sí bọ́ Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí ọmọ yẹn kí bàbá yẹn rí lọ́wọ́ gidi but ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tó ní kó jẹ́ blacks. Ọ̀bọ̀n ìgbé ọmọ ọtí ọmọ tí yó ó wá gbé lọ lé ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn sọ pé kò fọwọ́ kan ọmọ yẹn bọ̀ ọjọ́ sùn àwọn àjọ jí gẹ́yìn wá lọlé gẹ́yìn wá pè é lórí fóun kọ̀ ọ wá àkìlẹ̀ pé ó ṣe kọ́ báyìí gẹ́yìn wá sọ fún ẹ lórí fóònù pé kò apologize kò accept ìpè ò ṣe mi ò mọ how dumb táwọn èèyàn mi jẹ for you to open your mouth and apologize and confess pé okay o má bìbí lò pé irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní wáyé mọ́ And people were there in the same room to also put, Bobo, you could tell someone when you share it to Pedro, where they accept to go to phone call. Tomo Yankee, people Pedro, say you didn't want to be there. Domino, say you didn't want to be there. Because you want to feel no ara. Say because Papa is actually, now also go feel remorse, go jade. Go to Baba Ijesha abẹ́ ìjà wèrè ní ṣé kí Baba Ijesha wá sí social media kó wá sọ pé òun accept kẹ wá rán lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n mi. Ṣé wọ́n bí Baba Ijesha gbọ́ ni? And this guy was even standing pé òun ò ṣe. But Nigeria court ọmọ nǹkan tó wà behind it.
Ṣèbó ṣe fíìmù ẹ̀ but ó dà pé wọ́n bá di fíìmù yẹn wọ́n jẹ́ kí fíìmù yẹn out. Oh, she me now.
Okay. You see that video where he was touching that girl and he said it's a script. You see when that girl, they find out that something like this was happening, and the girl told the mother find out. If the mother just accused Baba Ijesha without setting that camera, Etima princess by now in Nigeria.
Auntie Yemi,
do you need to find out because it's not a script. Auntie Yemi, my friend.
Anybody should not talk to any issue. Auntie Yemi, that video is the only video that made him as if I can borrow for our Nicole.
What about the place that he was apologizing for Luminnee?
Any should am I can feel emotion in sync? Am I can support to go more ability? I can learn. But I say anybody, it can happen to anybody. But that video they use against Baba Ijesha as evidence in court of law. Inú ilé kan mà ní kò má ṣe ní ilé méjì ilé mẹ́ta ilé mẹ́rin kò má ṣe ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn èèyàn gẹ́.
Do you know that he did something in the UK as well? Do you know he did something? Yes, but did you remember that he did something in the UK as well?
Did you remember?
Evidence. Okay, that's the same reason why they set up that camera. Evidence for that.
See, am I can about my son?
What's okay? Get you to software. Put my own to so. What is the reality?
I said because
social media. Be careful what you're talking about. Okay.
I have I know. I don't know if I can.
The fact that you guys see on TV that was you guys believe that was a setup. You guys are delusional. That you believe they set him up, you're delusional. You're delusional. So he doesn't read script. That's the first time in a art movie that they will tell him to do such a script. And he will not think of it twice and he will just do it. You guys are delusional.
Oh, please, can I make a
you talk to Lubu, you talk to everything that's happening in Nigeria.
Please, I don't know if I can. Please, thank you, the host and the panelists. I want to start by comparing the abroad status with what is obtained at home in Nigeria. I believe that in any same country, or let's say in the same clan, or the so-called abroad, there is no way that evidence will not undergo strict admissibility standard on sexual assault case. And there are stages to this. There is no way somebody will be convicted just on the testimonies of a witness. That's one. Secondly, there is no way somebody will be convicted just on a single physical evidence. Thirdly, it is a standard that you don't bring or introduce the accused past sexual history as evidence. Focus strictly on the fact of the alleged assault rather than the relevant character acts. In the case of Baba Ijesha, see all those women that he said he brought that came and say, he did it to me, he did that, or whatever. There's no way in the world where that
will be used to nail somebody in a case like this. And if it is also abroad that this thing happen, Princess will not be at home now. Princess will also be in jail. I can assure you of that. Okele will be in jail. That mother will be in jail. Let me now go to why the government has to do what they do. Because that trial looks like government bowing to social extremists. And that is what is happening now. People are now going beyond our law to take things into their hand. You can see even to the extent that people who claim to be fighting to innocent child victims, who they claim is a victim, is now causing the children of people who do not agree with them to be raped as well. It's social extremism. See, in the case of Ijesha, if it happens abroad, we then just rely on somebody saying, my daughter is underage, for them to establish the fact that girl is underage. Will that happen abroad? No. Somebody will just come, underage, 16, and they will take it abroad. Can one compare abroad? Let's compare abroad on facts. So that we can get there as well. And nobody will support whatever picture that is being painted here, if it is true. But the fact is that what they are bringing to us does not really make sense at all. It's just like somebody who is desperate to get a result and is pushing things. See, I'll give you another example where you know that these people are not convinced even by the same law that they are talking about. They are saying that it should be remorseful. After that punishment, you are bringing your own standard again as a punishment for somebody who has already served his own terms. That's one. Secondly, we all know that we have VIP in Kirikiri. What do they do there in VIP? Why do you allow VIP? What do they do as VIP section in Kirikiri? Close it. If you don't want somebody to have intercourse or whatever when in prison, that is the law. That is what obtained here. If you don't want it, close it. But you don't bring Baba Ijesha case to now raise a standard that is not there. The standard is not there. It's unfair. It's as if some people just want to achieve something that they have not been able to achieve. They are now seeking justification, or their conscience is disturbing them. If you know that Baba Ijesha is guilty and he has served his term, what again? What standard? What law? I don't know what they are packaging again. So what is the crime that he has committed again? What standard are you saying if it happens abroad? It is this thing that I love that. You praise the system that everything that kilo ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Baba Ijesha. You praise the system. Ṣé bó fi ló gé ilé? Kí ló dé bá béèrè? Ṣé bó sùn náà ló gbé lọ sí prison? Tó dé àná ó fún yàn lórí bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti gé pé abroad ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Nǹkan tó kọ̀ lè ṣe fún lẹ́yìn tó bá sáàbù táìmù tó ni pé wọ́n á ní kó sáìnì self registered. Tó ti yẹ yín, wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé gbogbo kíbi tí ọmọ bá wà kò gbọdọ̀ débẹ̀. Wọ́n lè ní kó má ṣe láìvù ẹ̀ láéláé. Wọ́n lè sọ pé kó má bá àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ṣiṣẹ́ o. Ó lè jẹ́ kó sáìnì kó má tẹ̀sùn mọ́ bí táwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wà. But wọ́n lè ẹ̀fà sọ pé kó má ṣe láìvù ẹ̀. My brother, if me with all the fear appeal, Tony, am I for anything? If me now find Baba Ijesha worthy of relating with him for anything, or a woman find Baba Ijesha to be, so be it. You can't dictate how people live their life. Prisoners are free citizens after they've served their terms. We shouldn't bring what is not into law anywhere into it. Thank you all. All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, I should go on. Okay, I say your call. Thank you so much. I follow. Thank you. Hello, sir. I can't sir. I don't know. I'm saying you're sorry to play. Okay, sorry. Thank you, sorry. Hold on. Let's Mr. speak.
Okay, thank you very much, please. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni wípé concerning nǹkan tí dáàdì yẹn sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, dáàdì tó sọ̀rọ̀ before kí n tó sọ̀rọ̀. Dáàdì yẹn ní tó bá jẹ́ pé abroad ni pé wọn ní convict Baba Ijesha concerning all the evidence they saw. Wọ́n pè ọ́ ní pedophile. It's just like ẹni pé kọ́ sọ wípé ọlá olè ní ọlá. And we are looking for an evidence to prove that Ola is holy. So I want to okay, fine, to be the case. I just have few words in your right. But Ola ma mú owó yẹn, àsìkò lè mú owó yẹn. But Ola tí ó jẹ́ olè, nígbà tó wọnú yàrá tó wò fún mi owó ọ̀tún owó sí orí pé owó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó mú. Kí nìyẹn olè ní Ola? But ìgbà tó lá wọnú yàrá, Ola dẹ̀ rò owó mẹ́, Ola dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé owó yìí èmi kọ́ ni mo ní owó yìí. So I see no reason why I should go for the money. Ola ò mú owó yẹn. Ibi tèmi ti ní problem pẹ̀lú bàbá Ijesha nìyẹn. But concerning people should move on pẹ̀lú life yìí, I see nothing bad in it. Because exactly, màá fún ní example méjì. Àwọn pastors méjì kan. One, Fâßhiøn Williams. Ẹni bá mọ Pastor Fâßhiøn Williams ní Nàìjíríà dáadáa. Fâßhiøn Williams was a notorious armed robber. Therefore, to pay a lot of people. Nígbà tó jáde, ó di pastor. Church is one of the biggest churches so far right now. What about this man? Shinorambo, if I'm not mistaken, he was a notorious armed robber. Nígbà tí wọ́n jáde kúrò ní ẹ̀wọ̀n, wọ́n sọ pé Ọlọ́run bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ or the pastor. A lot of pastors and churches are inviting him for crusade and revival. And when you condemn and so I see no reason why Fâṣhiøn won't condemn Baba Ijesha. But for the fact we pay up with the pedophile, what they prove it for our pedophile, it may be problem with me. So continue to thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. So who wants to speak? Okay, Mr. Omo. I need to Omo.
I got some channel and you're going to Emma. Because you could not know what it is anywhere city line. Shall you know the Kuro, madam? No, many life on the Motikuro, Timothy, okay, don't sorrow and don't sorrow Baba Ijesha. And the continue conversation in pain. Korea to buy join in life, don't sorrow, need not to go come down more. In what don't sorrow, Lily. The more response that you go to my. That's in Kotonso. Because the Batuma complex Mama condemned Baba Ijesha in live and also a lot of things. I said, Kini, even in Loyinbo, to Bati share, Kekebeshi so that I said to share. Because I said, no go move on live there. How come I restrict the last down will be called? Watch. That's Mama. Only fair to borrow into like it because no bowing ocean bully, motion blue, and top you of Baba Shaka. Just like the go. Going Cocotti, and we always on your life, let him more to their points in the pen. But Baba decided that day, got it to Shumeson. That's a buffet for your lawyer. We are one question only go. Even more concerned about one minute, please. Kí Bọ̀dọ́lá tó sọ̀rọ̀ sìn, èèyàn kan ti sọ̀rọ̀ kan sìn. Ìgbà ẹni mo ṣẹ̀ wá because ni àwọn òye nǹkan kan ṣẹ̀ wá yé mi pé lọ́ọ̀ Nàìjíríà yàtọ̀ sí ìwà ìmọ̀ mọ̀ pé executive ẹlẹ́wọ̀n wà pé ní Nàìjíríà. Lọ́run mo fi kìí mi ò mọ̀ pé tó bá lówó ní Nàìjíríà ó lè ṣe nǹkan tó bá ń wù ẹ́. Ìgbà ló ṣe wà láwọn pẹ́sítọ̀ àdó.
Ẹ máa gbólóṣó, ẹ máa call, ẹ máa bá family sọ̀rọ̀, wá gbólóṣó wá kú sí. Ẹ máa jọ tó wọ̀nyí.
Question man tó sọ̀rọ̀ kó tó di pé Mr. Ọlá sọ̀rọ̀ sí ó ti dáhùn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ó ti dáhùn a lot of questions tí mi fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ that should be the case. Tó bá pín yẹn ti wà ẹjọ́ torí ọlọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó gun omi ẹ jẹ́ kí Baba Ijesha nǹkan tó ṣe ò dáa nǹkan tó ṣe ò dáa nǹkan tó worst kìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Bíbélì ni mo fẹ́ fi kásẹ̀ nílẹ̀ nígbà tó bìnrin kan tó ń lọ́tọ́ ló wà gbèrè tó fẹ́ sọ̀kò pa. Jésù wá jáde ó ní ta ló mọ̀ ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ pé ó dẹ́ṣẹ̀ rí ó lẹ́wọ̀n kó mọ obìnrin everybody dẹ̀ kúrò ń bẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tó lókàlùkù wá ń ṣe tá a bá tu ètò burú ju ti Baba Ijesha lọ́wọ́ à ń bẹ̀ ọ́. Hold on, sir. Let's check ourselves. To iṣẹ́ tí àwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àìmọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àfẹnudá ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó kàn wá ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀. Ṣé rí àwọn èèyàn àmọ́ Ọlọ́run church àti mosque kan pọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ni àtẹ̀ ló fi Ọlọ́run.
ìlú tí ò sí church tí ò sí mọ́sí gan ó dá ó mọ́ ju ibi tá a ti ń bọ̀ lọ ṣé níbi ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ nǹkan tí ò ṣojú ẹ tó wá ran kókó mọ́rọ̀ ilé ayé ẹ lọ fèsì láì fún yín tó wọn pa mọ́ ní social media tó ní kọ́ lọ pa ní kọ́ lọ ìwà tó dẹ̀ wà lórí most of àwọn obìnrin tó wà ní láìfì rẹ̀ èmi tó ẹ pé ó ń dọ́kọ̀ lọ́kọ̀ ó ń dọ́kọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó ẹ pé ó ti mọ́ ọkọ̀ lọ sílé ológun ọmọ àlè ló gbé fọ́kọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ó ti ṣẹ̀ ó jẹ̀bi kò admit bóun dẹ̀ admit o kárí ẹ̀ ó affect kárí ẹ̀ everything ó dẹ̀ jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹjọ́ tó lọ́wọ́ tóbìnrin bá wá tó bá obìnrin tó lóun fẹ́ tàbí ṣùgbọ́n ẹjọ́ most of ẹ̀ ló kú obìnrin mi tó ẹ̀ pọ̀ ọkùnrin mi tó ẹ̀ pọ̀ mọ́ pásítọ̀ àfààní tó níṣẹ́ gidi lọ́wọ́ tó pé inú ilé tó wà gan inú ilé ìgbéyàwó ẹ̀kún ni tí kò lè sọ síta ẹjọ́ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà bó ṣe wà yẹn ó máa wà kẹ́fù òun náà jẹ́ faṣọ orú ẹ̀ ṣòro mọ́ ó máa wà kẹ́fù ó dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ máa ṣọ́ ní ẹsẹ̀ láti máa wà very careful ni kò ní fẹ́ káyé òun tó bàjẹ́ second chance lọ́lọ́run fún ẹlòmíì wà nínú gbogbo àtọ́lọ́run ti fún ní third chance second chance fourth chance 10 chance nínú ẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó gun ose mi ẹ fi bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà lẹ̀ fi ìyàwó ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ẹni tó bá fi sọ pé ẹ má jẹ́ ká fẹ́ ó ti ṣe nǹkan tó ṣó dẹ̀ ti lọ jìyà ìṣẹ́ tó bá ní ọkùnrin tó bá ní nǹkan tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣe ó da olórí burúkú ọkùnrin ni olórí burúkú ọkùnrin kò dẹ̀ ní dá fún bó ti jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ta ni òwò adẹ́ṣẹ̀ nínú wa kó wa wí akọ́mù bí sí o ẹjọ́ kọ́lọ́dá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní gbogbo wa.
ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo lè dá sí. ṣé mo lè sọ ẹjọ́ ohun tí wọ́n ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo lè dá sí. Jùmọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ̀jọ́ ẹ máa jẹ́ best. Ẹ̀ka san gbogbo lẹ́hìn. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kó ṣe pé nínú gbogbo àwọn òbí tájọ́ bìnrin mo dáhùn pé náà ọkùnrin míì náà kò ní dùn sí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣe. But fine ẹ ti rán lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ó ti dé. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ó ti admit pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe ò dáa ó dẹ̀ ti jẹ̀yẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan tó ṣẹ̀. But fún ẹlòmíì ẹni tó wá lóyún fún sọ́gbà oníkinní kan ni oníbàjẹ́ èèyàn ni ṣó yẹ kó ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ òun náà dẹ̀ bímọ obìnrin which is tí mò ń gbọ́ tí mò ń rí ní kọ́mẹ́ǹtì àwọn ẹlòmíì wọ́n kọ́mẹ́ǹtì àwọn ẹlòmíì kan tún sọ nípa pé kò yẹ kí obìnrin tó bímọ tó lóyún fún bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà yẹn kò yẹ kó lóyún fún un ṣé bó náà bímọ obìnrin tó bá ṣe nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ fọmọ tẹ̀ náà kọ́ ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà kú ni ṣó nígbà tó bá kú kí gbogbo wa tó mẹ́nu kú òǹbí ọ̀rọ̀.
Oh, sir, I need to go.
Ó ti ṣe ó dẹ̀ ti dé ṣé kò ní live life ẹ̀ mọ́ ni ṣé ó pààyàn ni èèyàn tó pààyàn gan live life ó rì fìlì ọdún oúnjẹ nǹkan tó ṣe ọ̀nà that I admit pé kò ń ṣẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti send ó ti dé ẹ jẹ́ kó live ẹ jẹ́ ká mẹ́nu kò ń bi ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tábà ń jòkú pé kí ni pé kò ní tọ́lẹ̀ a kò tún gbọ́wọ́ ẹ̀sà wọn ló tí ò bá ń jòkú ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò tún gbọ́wọ́ ẹ̀sà ò kò ní tán nílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká wọ́n fẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká bì á bì fún ó náà ti mẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ́ṣẹ̀ ẹ má yẹ ká máa tó ọ̀rọ̀ ká gbọ́ sí. àbí náà.
Jabez, please hold on.
Please, can I just say something, Jabez, please?
Atemi, no insult, please.
Yemi, can you? I've let it go for a while.
Atemi, no insult, please.
It's not about insults, okay? It's not about insults. It's not about insult, but I just need to say something before I leave here because I heard somebody speaking earlier saying in the same country, princess will be in prison. In the same country, princess wouldn't have to set up that camera. They will just go to police station and report it, and the law will take its course. Are you guys saying they should let Baba Ijesha leave? Who is telling him not to leave? You see, hold on, let me speak. Hold on, please. You see,
The problem is when there are people in this environment.
Everybody lonely opinion.
When you were talking, did I interject you? Did I interject you? You people just like to speak. You don't know how to listen. In a safe country, like I said, Princess wouldn't have to set up a camera to get evidence, because if she has reported, even the fact that it happened to that, because they said that he did that to her when she was 7. Not just recent when that thing happened, but in a safe country, she wouldn't have to set up camera. The fact that he did this when that girl was 7, they will just report, and the law will take its course. Okay. And you guys are saying they should let him leave. Nobody is telling him not to leave. But you see, in the same, hold on, in the same, the fact that guy is a celebrity, and Princess is a celebrity, and all this happened, and you guys are reacting to it like this. Do you know that in this environment, there are people they are called MAP, which means, hold on a bit. In this environment, they call them MAP. You can Google that. It's called minor attracted person. And they're even trying, just like they accept LGBT and all that, they are trying to push it for people to accept it. But we all know that that is insane to want to accept it, because they are saying that it's a mental health issue, is a problem. There are people that they're just attracted to children, and they are trying to push that narrative. But the thing is, the fact that in this environment they've said that is a no. So there's a lot of people that's who they most want to do, but because the law, their life will be fucked up if they do that. Go on Facebook, go on any social media, you will see people, they call themselves hunter. They are hunter. They are chatting. They are pretending to chat with grown men. And there are men, they will pretend. Look at all your brothers that just came abroad, that they are in prison because they are chatting with underage. Because all these things that you people think is normal, but inside that country, the way the law is in that country, hold on, please, let me speak. Let me speak. Please, let people are saying all the nonsense. You give them time to speak, let me speak.
I said no insult, please.
What do you say?
Madam, you are rude. You are very
I tell my drop you. I don't know very kind of seeing that's why.
It's like you allow only one person to be speaking.
Yes, you will talk now to TBS. And say me, please, just hold on. I don't know what I react. Oh, you know, John, you're trying right now. Most of me, I say, no, it's short. I joke to be all love. And one is a lady. And one is a lady. And John, follow my penny. Nobody ever supported what Baba Ijesha did. What we are all saying here is this: Baba Ijesha has been punished for the accused. He got total accused for what you know.
And you ought to today.
And this will be ṣé kíkú wá pa Baba Ijesha ló máa fún wa ní jòwó sinmi ni ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ṣé kíkú bá pa Baba Ijesha ló máa fún yín ní jòwó sinmi Ọlọ́run bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ àti ẹ̀mí you know, so I know you be my person. This person, I've been seeing your comments here, but I don't want to mention your name because of one incident. And I'll not mention that name again because of where I know your name, where I get to know who you are. I'm seeing your comment, but I won't mention your name. I'll just respect that part. But I won't. So please be careful. Auntie, hear me now, my person. I know which I talk. I don't go mention your name, but if you know which are the top, which are not the factor. I just beg you. You guys, you can.
Hello, everyone. Let me come to my mother's language. I understand because in consider about Ijesha as a mother and as a father too, kò sẹ́ni tó láìkẹ́ nǹkan tó burú jù ni. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní ọmọ ṣẹ̀ ni kò wọgbó. Ṣé you understand? Ó ti lọ ṣẹ̀ wọ̀n náà. Kò ṣe pé mi wá dùn àlè ní kó kú. Nǹkan tí mo kàn rí lọ́rọ̀ àwa Nàìjíríà ni pé àwọn how do I put it? Àwọn wá ìṣòro ara wa, àwọn wá kẹ́nìkan ṣẹ̀ kárí nǹkan mú dání ni. Tábàlẹ́ ni tó ń gùnkè, a máa ń wò pé kẹ́nìyẹn ṣàṣe mistake wá ti mú ká jábọ́. Apart from nǹkan tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣe tí ò dáa, tẹ́lómi náà bá ṣe nǹkan tí ò tó ti bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà náà, a máa rí sọ. A máa fi nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà, a máa fa nǹkan míì. Ṣé nǹkan tá à ń fa iṣẹ́ òun ló kàn ní? Nígbà tí èèyàn ti lọ ṣe wọn tó dé, kí lẹ ẹni tó fẹ́ kí ló fi jẹ̀bi? Ṣé ni ò ní má rì wọ̀nyí? Ṣé ni ò ní má rì wọ̀nyí? Ọkọ náà dà nílùú, abroad gan ta wà ìdán ọkọ náà dà. Tí wọn bá ẹni tó dẹ̀ ní mọ̀ pé òun ní ìdẹ̀, òun ló mọ̀ pé òun lè enjoy nǹkan tó ń ṣe, òun ló mọ̀ pé òun lè calm ẹ̀, òun ló mọ̀ pé òun lè protect ẹ̀. Kí ló dé ta wá ń blame ẹni yẹn? Ṣé kó má bímọ mọ́ ni àbí kẹ́ni yẹn má má rí mọ́? Wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ra wọn yẹn yẹ kẹ́ ẹ dúpẹ́ fún ni náà, which means pé ṣe proof ṣe àmọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe dá. Ẹni yẹn máa change ẹ̀, ẹni yẹn ló máa ṣọ, don't do this, don't do that. Òun náà ò ní fẹ́ kó jó tì òun. Woman yẹn náà ò ní fẹ́ kán sọ pé àṣekó dẹ̀ mọ́ pé pedophile lẹ́ni ìsòfin lọ fẹ́. Ṣé you understand? Èmi náà ẹni èèyàn fọ́mọdé ẹni pedophile. Yes, ó tún wá fẹ́ àgbàlagbà ẹ̀ tún ń complain. What do you guys really want? What do you guys really want? Ó ń fọmọdé ẹni pedophile ni, ó tún fẹ́ àgbàlagbà ẹ̀ tún ń complain. Àwa Naija ṣe wá ń ṣe báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa calm down now. Ẹgbẹ́ yóò dàbí pé gbogbo wa ń wá attention ni. Tẹ́ni ọ̀dà anything bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí, a kò máa dìde ni. Ìtọ́ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ they are killing our people. Wọ́n kidnap àwọn èèyàn. We didn't say anything. Exactly. Ẹ wá mú ti bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ń sìn, òun ni gbogbo yín wá ń gbé. Ẹ ti fẹ́ fi gbàgbé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ ń pariwo abroad. Ṣé abroad ṣé kò safe ni? Ẹ lè rìn lóru, wọ́n máa rìn mọ́jú láti yé ìbàdí alẹ́ kò sẹ́ni tó máa mú ẹgbẹ́ ńbolo tí ń bọ̀. O lè kọjá lára òyìnbó, ó bá wù ẹ́, ẹ lè jọ wà ní ẹgbẹ́ tó bá wù ẹ́ kíra, ẹgbẹ́ wù ẹ́ má kíra yín. But Nigeria is not even settled. Is this our bone of contention Nigeria lélẹ̀ tá à ń gbé ìsọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà afẹ́fẹ́ ìgbàgbé gbogbo tá à ń fà lọ́wọ́. Ẹ jọ náà wọn. Ẹ má wọ pé nítorí pé nǹkan ti dìde ti wà lápò báwọn tó wà Naija. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pìtì àwọn náà náà. Kò sẹ́ni tí òun kò travel, kò sẹ́ni tí òun kò jáde, tí ò bá ságbára, gbogbo wa ò lè wá sábúrọ̀dà ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹnu àwọn tó wà bínú wọn ṣàṣìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, wọn ṣì lẹ̀bi ní Naija. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà lẹ̀ kẹ́ jẹ́ ká mójútó nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má máa nítorí àgbọn bá jábọ̀ tó bá já kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lábúrọ̀d. Ṣèbí àbúrò náà náà ní wọn dáadáa ni. Abroad kí ló wà lábẹ́ kí ló special ìbá abroad náà la wà yìí. Wọ́n mi tún fún fídíò máa fi fídíò kó ibi tí mo wà. Well says ẹ ká tẹ̀kẹ̀ ìfẹ́ kó jọra wọn ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ question kan lọ́wọ́ àwọn ará ilẹ̀ Nàìjà. Abroad tí gbogbo wa pariwo yìí, ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni wọ́n? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni Nàìjíríà? Nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí abroad dà tí gbogbo wa ń sá lọ, are we Nigerians ready to make the sacrifice táwọn ará aṣíwájú make tí abroad fi dà?
Níbo?
Ẹjọ́ and this same àwa Nàìjíríà náà láti máa campaign fáwọn bad government.
Yes now.
The only thing that will make that country be a better country, it is when we people stop collecting money to vote. Because you can never hold anybody accountable.
Yes, now.
Oh no. Since you ban 20 billion, people can campaign for just ordinary senatorial seats. I expect the consistency in my battle. Simple to me, logic.
Business ló ṣe náà.
Business ló lájọ ṣe náà.
Yes,
ẹ má gbowó lọ́wọ́ ọmọ kéde hold wọn accountable bọ̀ irọ́ àwọn ìyá yín máa lọ jó ọmọ àgbà báàgì ráìsì kan ọmọ àgbà jìjìjìjìjìríkà kan aṣọ àǹkárá kan tún máa gbà 2027 again ẹ̀dẹ̀ pariwo nàìjíríà dà òyìnbó máa ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn kí ó tó dìbò ni.
bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà nìkan ni ló ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà nìkan lè ń pariwo any other people tó ń ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa tẹ rí kò sẹ́nìbọ̀ tó máa sọ because ẹ mọ̀ pé tẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn yẹn máa arrest yín ẹ máa panu ẹ tẹ̀lé múlẹ̀ ńlẹ́ẹ̀dì ṣé you understand ó ṣe pé nǹkan tó ṣe ò dáa is bad but ẹ jẹ́ kó gun tiẹ̀ mí lẹ́sìkò ẹ jẹ́ káwọ́ tiẹ̀ wò ná ẹ fún ní benefit of doubt pẹ̀lú ẹjọ́ náà ẹjọ́ ẹ má yẹ kí gẹ̀yẹ́ ronú pé òun ṣe nǹkan tóun ṣe ẹjọ́.
Kò lè ronú because ó ti rí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tó because ó ti mọ̀ pé kó tó post nǹkan yìí gan àwọn gan fúnra wọn máa ti mọ̀ pé social media will talk anything.
Yes,
kò lè ronú wọ́n gbé tókè wọn sísàlẹ̀ wọ́n gbà mọ́ra wọn àbí.
ẹkú atótónu ẹkú ọ̀rọ̀ olùkúlẹ̀ dá. Ṣẹ́rí àwa Nàìjíríà àwa nìṣòro ayé àwa wọ́n sàlẹ̀ government. Ṣé àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n mọ̀ sọ ni ó ní tẹ bá ṣe rí la ṣe máa yan olórí fún yín. Tẹ bá ṣe rí la ṣe máa yan olórí fún yín nǹkan tí ìwé mímọ́ sọ nìyẹn. Ìwé mímọ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwé àwọn onímùsùlùmí náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ bá ṣe rí báyìí la ṣe máa yan olórí fún yín. Ìwé èèyàn tẹ bẹ ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí yín ti máa rí. Now ó ní nǹkan tó ń go viral recently tó tún wà lórí internet lọ́wọ́ ń sìn. Ó ní group kan táwọn kan create. Wọ́n wá create group yẹn as if in the name of Ratel bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé bóyá BDM ló ń direct group yẹn. Ẹ máa fowó join ní 3,000 naira ẹ máa join. Bàbá wọ́n pọ̀ nbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ṣé àwọn nǹkan tó wá ṣe nínú group yẹn wọ́n máa mú ẹjọ́ ó kàn lè ta sí anybody lórí Instagram ẹ̀yàn kan pé ẹni ẹ̀ kàn. Wọ́n á bí nǹkan ó máa lọ rí wọ́n á ní wọ́n á. Inú yóò dùn ó dẹ̀ máa ṣe ní kan tẹ́ ẹ ti bóyá tí wọ́n tẹ́ fi gbàwé ìgbélu àbí nǹkan kan ó dẹ̀ máa gbélé ńlá á dẹ̀ pọ̀lọ́pàá pé tòun mọ lágbájá báyìí.
For sure.
Báyìí ní nǹkan tó ṣe wọ́n dẹ̀ bá yé ẹni yẹn jẹ́. Torí pé oh my goodness àwọn táwa sọ lélẹ́yìí we are not talking about these people. Ìjọba tó lè rò pé tọ̀ èèyàn kọ́kọ́ ṣàkàrà sóhun pé ń bí òun pé báwo ló ti máa débi tó ń dé òun dẹ̀ òun bó ṣe débẹ̀ òun dẹ̀ máa bá yé òun dẹ̀ máa gbé fóònù conveniently á dẹ̀ máa bá ayé èèyàn jẹ́ ó mọ̀ pé nǹkan yìí máa destroy ẹni yìí ó máa bà family ó máa kàn án dúró ó máa kàn generation tó kọ́ mẹ́ni yẹn ó dẹ̀ máa bá ayé ó dẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́. Ètí ò wá kàn wá ìtàn pè wá sí la máa yọmú sí oníkálukú wa máa fi àpáàdà ó máa fàpáàdà bó tilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ìṣòro. Ìjọba tó lè da yé oníkálukú lè bá rí nǹkan tó ń ja ẹ̀mí nínú wọn ìṣòro tó ń ja ẹ̀mí nínú wọn. Àlọ́ àwọn òyìnbó gan ọ̀rọ̀ wa sú wọn. Àwọn òyìnbó ló wá ń lọ sí online wọ́n lọ ń gba information wọ́n lọ ń gba data lórí internet lórí TikTok Instagram ló fi ń change laws.
Ṣé báwa la sọ tó ti máa mú wa fún wọn
ló fi make news. Imagine ìgbà tí wọ́n lè kọ́ tó gbé yẹn ẹ lọ pé àyè wọlé ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn èèyàn yín wọlé láti wo ìtẹ̀wá tí wá bọ́ sọ̀ náà ẹ ló ń pariwo tí mo ṣe pé àmì wọlé tí ò ní ní 1,000 all you need to do láti ṣe statement ìwà kàn gé ni wọ́n tún máa sọ bí ẹni pé sórí wọn ò gbé ni
Mo lè balẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n pọ̀nà jẹ́ fẹ́ everybody. Àwọn tí àwọn wá nídi tó ní the medical assistant, tó ní the medical help, tó fẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ bá ìyàwó wọlé, àwọn tó lè sọ. Tó ẹ kí àwọn wá ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́, wọn rí àgbẹ̀ wọlé mọ́ because àwọn kan ti fẹnu jápẹ̀rù tí wọ́n jó wa lẹ́nu ni. Wọ́n jó wa lẹ́nu. Aṣọ oníhò náà fi jù. Tí wọ́n jó wa lẹ́nu ni. Gbogbo ń ta bá rí kásà sọ ní ṣáá ẹlẹ́nu màrí mà sọ. Àti tó pè wá sí àti tó pè wá sí. Abalẹ́jẹ́ àpọ̀nàjẹ́, abalùjẹ́, abayéjẹ́, abọ̀rúnjẹ́. Kò sí ìtò fẹ́ wa mọ́. South Africa mẹ́rin lásán lé wa jáde. Àwọn sórí wo ògbé. Can you imagine South Africa mẹ́rin? South Africa tó ẹ pé wọ́n ti ń gbàgbà àwa dàgbà pé tọ̀ wọ́n máa ní wọ́n máa yọ owó South Africa lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan báyìí. Wọ́n á yọ pé tọ̀ owó ẹ̀ẹ́dì wọn olè owó táàsì. Wọ́n á ní kọ́ owó náà bàbá tí wọ́n sọ fún wa. South Africa mẹ́rin wọ́n á lé àwa jáde nínú. Wọ́n lé Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n rí yẹn sọ. Ghana náà dìde Ghana náà sọ pé àwa o àwọn Nàìjíríà o kíni owó lè ní wa àti nìkan ni wa ká máa fi nípa àwọn náà lé o Ghana ń bẹ̀yẹn Ghana àtàwọn àṣẹ súnmi kà nílùú wa sórí wa yà sórí wo òpè ni. Ghana must go. Ghana ti pàjọ́ náà sí Ghana ti ń ta ìgbọ̀nkú àti báńgò. Àwọn.
Ìkọ́ tó yẹ ká kó ṣe wọ́n lórí social media, ó lábá kó ṣòwò kọjú mọ́. Don't talk about Nigeria but ó yẹ ká sọ àdìsọ́.
There is one already ó ti lọ bíbá dárídì àti ilé-ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ from bí omi dárúkọ ẹ̀ because tí bá dárúkọ ẹ̀ if I should put mouth in a saga tó lọ online nísìn o tó trend òun náà saga ẹ̀ trend online nísìn tí bá mẹ́nu lé saga ọmọ yìí wàláhì ó máa lọ rán Ṣàngó kó pa mí ni. Tí bá mẹ́nu lé saga tó ń lọ on social media sí wàá lọ rán àrà kí àrà pa mí ní ohun tí mo wà ní. People should not take careful. I've never said nǹkan tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣe ó dáa. Ìwádìí ń ṣe láti ń bára wa jẹ́. But evidence tí wọ́n tẹ́ńdà against bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà because wọ́n kò sọ ọkọ tó trigger mi tí mo fi host ní àárọ̀ ẹ̀ ní pé ó ní wọ́n láì bó tí mo wà. Evidence sọ pé wọ́n bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n. It is not enough to put Baba Ijesha behind the bars.
What happened into the estate?
Hello, sir. Question is ṣàṣẹ ìdúpẹ́ 7 months tó dín ní ẹni sọ fún mi pé executive wà ní ìgbésí
ẹ̀gbọ́n
ìgbà tí yọjú yẹn tó bá tó ẹni
ó yẹ ti kọ̀ ọ́ àwọn ajẹ́ pé ẹ̀rísìrù another way round again tó pẹ́ jẹ́ ọmọ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà
wọ́n lè má obìnrin tó ṣáàlù tó fún un lóhùn ẹni tó fún un lóhùn.
ó lè ṣe IVF ẹ̀wọ̀n calculate oṣù kan ẹ̀wọ̀n calculate ìwé nìkan.
ó lè ṣe IVF yes.
Ya tètè ya gbé calculation pa máa ṣe.
Ọ̀ya Mr. Isaac ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
God bless you sir. Èmi ti gbogbo bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà lọ́sọ̀ yìí nínú kan bí àárẹ̀ yẹn. Mo ní ṣe fíìmù lẹ́yìn ṣe ni àbí ẹwà ṣe àtẹ̀ṣe content. Bàbá ní tòótọ́ làwọn bímọ àmọ́ ní congratulations sir. God bless you sir.
There's it, you can't wait for it. There's it.
Gbogbo ara láì gbé sí
I'll give you this one.
Ṣé ìtọ́ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀
Now we're on the cupboard. And all the everybody, you take her down. Kick it, that's not the way from fighting against you. My secret. Oh. Take it.
Emma Musa.
My mouth, you bring it. So, Emma Binu.
Gbogbo wa ní gbogbo ara kick against it. We all fight and kick against it. Ẹ ṣé o. Mi ò fẹ́ mi ò débẹ̀, mo ṣe, mo kó bá mi. I don't want to hear those things. Torí tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá rìn níbẹ̀, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá débẹ̀, if you don't work there, they will not, wọ́n ní fi ìlòkulò lọ yìí. Now, ẹ ti wá lọ serve. You serve your 40 years. Ọlọ́run tún gbé yín wá lórí ìtúkọ̀. You all bless God for that. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ fún yín ní second chance of living.
Yes, exactly.
Ó tún wá fún yín ní obìnrin tó fine tó fọlọ́.
Èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́bì ni èyí sì rí èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ àndọ́bì ni bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ẹ̀tọ́ lọ fún lóró obìnrin ọlọ́lá obìnrin tì ní ẹ̀.
So ó tún wá fún obìnrin tó fine tó lẹ́wà tó síngọlẹ̀. Mo fún mi ní kudos. Pé no obìnrin yẹn ó ní ìfẹ́ tó pè ní ìfẹ́ nìyẹn. Ìfẹ́ á máa dó tìyàn nígbà ọjọ́ ìṣòro. Ìfẹ́ á máa dó tìyàn nígbà téèyàn bá weak tí ò sí èèyàn mọ́. Tí gbogbo èèyàn ti sá. Ìfẹ́ òtítọ́ á máa dó tìyàn. That lady truly love him so much. But àwọn set of depressed are not depressed and táyé wọn ti bàjẹ́ ti pé exactly wọ́n tó máa ti sí wọ́n. They now make a plan point as their own point of this thing. Wọ́n tún ṣàbẹ̀ ní blocking káàkiri. Everywhere wọ́n tún ṣàbẹ̀ blocking.
Unmute èmi ni.
Because I will tell them the truth. We condemn it. Kí tó ṣe kò dá àti gbà.
Yes.
Ó lè ti lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Ó ti dé. Ó ti wá ní olólùfẹ́ fẹ́ tó lè bímọ lálùbáríkà. Èmi tí wọ́n ṣe bímọ wọn ló bímọ.
Ọmọ tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ life ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti sáré pariwo.
Àní wọ́n ti ń jáde pé èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ kan mi kan lókun náà arábìnrin yẹn ó sọ̀rọ̀ mi kan. Ó ní fámìlì tó fún tó ní kíkẹ́ yẹn lọ fẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ àti fámìlì yẹn ó lọ sí ṣípè. Ó ní lédi yẹn gan, ó ní kò sọkọ mọ́láyé ni ó fi ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ lókun nú. Wọ́n ti lé ọkọ̀ lọ.
Irú ẹ̀ bá ní bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ó máa fẹ́ o.
And most of them wọ́n ọlọ́kọ̀, that is the problem. The press, because they were depressed, don't pass that thing on that man yẹn. That man has served.
Ó kú rí ẹ tó fún ẹ̀gbẹ́ yẹn tó wà òkè tó kú azí.
Àní bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣọ́ọ̀kì gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ní sílẹ̀.
That is the problem.
Ṣọ́ọ̀kì ni ẹ̀rọ pé ṣọ́ọ̀kì yẹn kó wá ẹ̀ṣin kò tí ká ní pé èèyàn bí ẹni tí ò lórúkọ rárá bóyá àwọn ọmọ ìlọ́lọ́kà kan ni bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà wá fún lóyún kọ́ máa ní ìgbà táyé ti bàjẹ́ ẹni tó súnmọ́ mọ́.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo aláìní nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn? I will speak against you. If Lagos state government want to make somebody to come and popularize me, yeah, we know that they can make him an ambassador. I don't care. But all I care for is that Ọlọ́run ti jà fún orí ànúgbà second chance. Every man of every second chance. Everybody has a second chance in life. Anything. Everybody in life has a second chance. Everybody in life. You never see your passing. Know that you have a second chance in life. Know that you have a second chance, and that second chance, God can give you the abundant blessing. Bí a ṣe bú bàbá yìí tó àbú bàbá yìí kan mi afẹ́ bu àbú títí ìbú bàbá tó ń bu. I kick against it.
I condemn what he did. Everybody condemns that attitude. Ó ti lọ sáàbù ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ó ti ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ṣé káyọ̀ wá bàjẹ́? Ṣé kò ti sáàbù ìdùnnú mọ́ ni?
Host, ẹ má bínú sá, mo fún àwọn ọkùnrin náà advice yìí lónìí and I'm giving the women advice today. Any friend you are making that doesn't make a positive impact in your life, let that run away. Any friend you call your friend, gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin, you call your olóbìnrin ọ̀rẹ́, and she doesn't have a positive impact in your life. All she thinks is negative against you. Yes, tó bá ní ọkùnrin, ojókùnrin, orí ọ̀rẹ́ obìnrin, and the negative, everything he has for you doesn't bring positive. Run for your dear life.
I swear.
Because tó bá ní ọ̀rẹ́, and your weakness, he doesn't look after your weakness. Your weak is here.
Where's my own phone?
He or she doesn't fight it for you.
Where is it?
You better run away.
It's not here.
Because the day you guys will fight, your weakness will be used against you.
That's it.
Your weakness will be used against you. Any friend that you have, don't know about already because you don't correct here. And you call your friend a friend. Oh, just have it's not your friend.
All right.
Any friend you have, don't say it's good. Don't is correct here. You just go back in the share. That your weakness, you will use that to fight you.
Yeah.
And your weakness can be spiritual and can be physical. And when your weakness is spiritual, a friend has to go out and begin to lose a solution for you. And begin to call attention to it. If you have to call attention, he will fight that.
Kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ o? Mo láti gba lọ́ọ̀yà, ó ní mo gba lọ́ọ̀yà tún ní school. Bàbá ẹ gbọ́ submission yẹn tán. So ẹ bá gbọ́ submission out, tẹ bá gbọ́ tán ẹ lè jẹ́ sí mo jẹ́ gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ kó yẹ kó lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kó fún yín lórí platform yìí níjọ́ tí níbi